I was an immigrant from Cuba, and really when I look at my clients, I think of him and I think of the rest of my family.
As someone who came to this country undocumented, I feel privileged and honored that I'm able to do this.
We believe that the Constitution extends to all people in the United States, including immigrants.
We believe that everyone has a right to due process.
We believe that no person is illegal.
We believe that refugees are supposed to be in the United States.
I mean, we believe that families should remain intact and there's no reason to separate them at the border as punishment.
We're committed to people. We're not committed to parties. We're committed to the people.
We believe that we're all human beings and we deserve to be treated well.
Raíces was founded in 1986 and born from the sanctuary movement, which itself was a response to immigration policies in the early 80s that really made it impossible for Central American refugees to seek protection here in the United States.
It was a two-person office to begin with. We didn't have air conditioning or heat. We were distributing food, clothing, had medical care. We weren't doing visa work until probably around 2000.
When I started at Raíces almost 20 years ago, we were only 3 people, okay? 1 attorney, another legal assistant, and myself.
We've been here for a long time, and yes, we've met each crisis as it's come.
We just need to keep growing and growing because there is a lot of people out there that needs our help.
We have a family detention program. We prepare people for their credible fear interviews.
We're in the detention centers every day, talking to our clients, hearing their stories.
We have a children's program. We provide legal presentations for the children's rights.
Children need representation while they're still in detention. Otherwise, they would go to court alone.
We have community immigration services, which can range from renewing an application for DACA to applying for citizenship to applying for a visa on behalf of a crime victim.
We have a refugee resettlement program.
We help them to adjust into this country. We help them with housing and food and medical.
But also when they move to other cities in this country and need continuing services.
It's really about creating those partnerships with the community to make sure that our new community members feel welcome and safe and protected.
Last year I was almost deported, and Raíces came in, and without knowing anything about me, they helped me, and I don't think I would be there if Raíces hadn't helped.
I hope that one day our clients can be able to walk out on the street without a fear in their hearts. I want to be able to have a country where we can welcome asylum-seeking families in a system that isn't designed for them to fail.
They're a grassroots kind of organization that helps the community at the most basic level. They went out of their way to help me, and because of them, I'm able to keep going to school. I'm able to keep the life that my dad brought me here to build.
When you work at Raíces, you actually get to witness our nation being born anew. Every time we work with a client, you're literally watching the beginning moments of one of those stories that we hear about. We talk about our forefathers. We actually work with people who will be the mothers and fathers of the future generation of Americans.
The most patriotic people that I've ever met are new immigrants. The most ambitious people, the most qualified people. These are the best people that their countries are sending. Why would you want to close the door on that?
We've been doing this work for more than 30 years. We were here before. We're here now, and we're not going anywhere.
Hey, we're coming in. We're coming in right now. All right.
We're coming in hot! Good evening, everyone. And I still have the video on because I love listening to it, and so you probably heard it through my headphones there real quick. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the party and our 50-hour, $5,000 fundraiser for Ryasis, Texas. If you haven't heard about Ryasis before, you just saw an amazing video about the work they do. They're dedicated to immigration and refugee justice, working directly along the border, and we thought that given where we are in history right now, this was an incredibly important charity for us to support for this year's Uber charity drive. I think it's been a rough couple of years for a lot of people in the LGBT community, in the people of color community, and for those of us who like things like justice and equity in the world. And so we thought it was incredibly important to do something that was in some ways at the intersection of all of that work for this year's charity stream. And that's why we chose Ryasis, Texas. Because not only does their money go directly to the work itself, they're not a grant-giving organization, they are a direct action organization that works with people on the ground to ensure that things like getting out of detention, making sure that even when they're here in the country and they've got all their legal stuff set up, that they're still being, legally taken care of. And it's such an important cause for us, I think, as a community to get behind, that I just want to thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. First thing to note, of course, is there's a big red donate button down there, and that's what we're here for. We are attempting to raise $5,000 for Ryasis, Texas. But you don't get nothing for your money here. Every $5 that you donate, Maychan Press has told us that we are allowed to give every person who donates $5 a free PDF. Everybody who donates $10 gets two free PDFs. And if you donate $15, you get to give one of the players a reroll, and if you donate $25, you get to give somebody a crit. And so just check all that amazing stuff out as we go through, and we're so thankful to have you all with us tonight as we begin doing some awesome gaming for an amazing cause. If somebody wants to hit ! Donate. Oh, somebody did already. Thank you, Michi. We'll get started with introductions, and I'll start with myself because I'm a narcissist. Hi, my name is Sean. You can also call me Throck. I'll be your DM for the evening. I'm the co-founder here at Welcome to the Party, a channel dedicated to inclusion and equity in gaming, where we teach people how to stream and then give them a place to do it. We've been around right now for about a year and a half, and last year we did one of these where we raised $3,000 for Trans Lifeline, and this year I really wanted to raise the bar for us. And so we've been working for the last 2 months, this incredible group of people behind the scenes, to get all this together. And before we start, I need to thank Leona for wrangling a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes, and it's going to give us an awesome finale on Sunday night. Kate, also known as Me in Midair, for doing the lion's share of the prize support that you're going to see over the next week. And it's something like $5,000 worth of prize. I think we're doing like 6 giveaways every stream. It's ridiculous. Excuse me. Of course, Miriam, Media Junkie, and Fox Barrett for being my co-producers on all of this, and my entire mod team for helping keep things sane along the way, including Mets Girl, who you see down here. And then just the whole community for coming out huge. We filled up all of our games within like a week. And so that's 80 players over 15 games, I think. And it's crazy. And you all came out for this. So this isn't a Welcome to the Party only thing. This is an everybody thing. And so I can see right now we've already got like 30 viewers in chat. Y'all are amazing for coming in. And we already got our first donation. I missed the ticker on it, but whoever donated some money right there, go ahead and add us in chat anytime you donate, and we'll make sure to log it and get you your free stuff, because I may miss it on the ticker. I can also bring up the Tiltify thing, but if you add us in chat, we'll definitely be able to find you. And if you want to keep it anonymous, that's cool too. You can whisper "Welcome to the Party." Two Cats, thank you for donating. Though, yeah, you're Two Cats, right? So you donated $25. Who gets the thingy? What is it? Crit. Yeah, it's a crit. Okay. And Mets Girl also donated $25. Amazing. And who do you want to get the crit? Yourself? Okay. Yes. All right. So before we get into the game itself, let's go around and say hi to everyone. And we'll be on our way after that. And we'll just start with Cleric Accord right next to me here.
both here in Twitches and on Twitter. Thank you, Throck, for inviting me, for having me here. I've been...
So just as a fun note, sorry, I forgot to unmute you all. So could you just, because something has to go wrong at the beginning, especially after I write like this whole run of show and like just literally cut a video that was like, always remember to unmute your players at the beginning of a stream, and then I'm the one who forgets. That is just what makes sense. Anyways, Cleric of
Professional streamers.
Yeah, professional streamers, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, because I will forget to unmute myself at some point during tonight, guaranteed. Hi, I'm Kat. I'm at Clerk of Court, and thank you, Throck, for having me here. I was just so overjoyed to be invited. This is a charity that is near and dear to my heart. I live in a border state. I have lived in border states all my life, and I have friends who have been and could be affected by this, and it's flu shots. Fucking flu shots. Basic healthcare. I can't. So I won't, but please give if you can. Give what you can. If you can't, retweet, get us out there. Let people know what we're doing. Let people know what's happening this weekend. And I'm going to be playing a barbarian, and I think I'd like to rage.
Nice. Crafty Psych. Actually, while we're on you, do you have a character name for me yet? Because I know that's not yours.
I do.
Okay, what is it?
I'll just blend that into my introduction.
All right.
So, hi y'all. I am Christine, aka Crafty Psych, on the Twitterverse and pretty much anywhere else you can find me on the internet. Tonight I will be playing. Let me look at my character sheet. I'll be playing Rhinora Silsteri, a half-elf druid, and I am very excited to be playing in all of the charity streams this weekend because boy does the news piss me off. So glad to do some good.
Yay. I have it as Raenora. Is that right? Did I get close?
Rynora.
I was so close.
So close.
All right, there we go. I got it right this time. There we are. Okay. And then Metz.
Unmute.
Yay.
Hi, I'm Metz Girl. I am going to be playing Fiala Giales. How did I say I was going to pronounce that? Yeah. I am a parrot Aarakocra wizard. And this particular thing is very, very heartbreaking to see all of the things that are happening to immigrants and people seeking asylum, even coming across the border. So I really am proud to support this.
Yay. You're playing our Aarakocra parrot. I'm very excited about that. Sithwitch. 2 cats.
Hi. Yes, I am Sithwitch, Lauren. 2 cats in the chat that's going on right now. I am going to be playing One-Eared Tamsin, the dwarf fighter and first mate of the ship. And this is something that's incredibly near to me. I live in Texas. I, at one point, lived less than a mile from the Rio Grande border. And my family, my grandma actually escaped violence in Mexico when I was, well, not when I wasn't born yet, but when she was young. And all of my family is from Mexico. And when I see the news, I see people that I know. I see people that I went to school with. I see people that I knew who came across the border because it was safer to go to school on our side than it was over there. I see places that I know. There was actually a detention center just a couple miles from me. And it's not right. I can't. Yeah, I'm going to start crying if I keep talking. So next, please.
We love you for sharing as what you could, and thank you. And know that it's important to us that you were able to. And I hope. Yes, thank you, and we love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. Steve.
Thank you for having me. Thanks so much for having me, and for everyone else who's shared their stories. I'll keep mine brief. I do have stories. I'm first generation Canadian. My parents are actually immigrants to Canada, immigrated in 1970 from Vietnam. The process of being a refugee is difficult, and it's traumatizing. And to this day, it's very difficult for us for me to talk to it and connect with my parents' experience. But to focus on the reason we're here is that there are real people out there that really need that money that Raíces is doing amazing work for. And I'm so happy and proud to be here. That said, you're going to catch me today. I'm going to be playing the captain of our little ship here. I'll be playing Captain Chadsworth Dashington. I am going to be an orc, kind of swashbuckling College of Swords bard. And he will correct you if you call him a half-orc, because it's not who he is. It's not who he is. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Sorry. I realized one thing going through this, and we've already had so many donations. Thank you, Mahalidel, and Fox, and Kate, and Metzgirl, and Miriam, and Sithwich, and Dargon for your donation so far. So I think the way I'm going to ask y'all, if you donate $5 or more, you will be getting at least one free PDF. So what I would ask of you, and I'm going to ask our folk in chat to help remind people as well, is to whisper "Welcome to the party," and we will get you that chat. We will get you those PDFs. That's probably going to be the easiest way for us to do it moving forward. That way I'm not managing both the game and you all, and then there's a number of people watching the Welcome to the Party Whispers right now, and so we can get those to you relatively quickly. Nancy Druid with the $20 as well, so you get to give somebody, not only are you getting 2 free D&D PDFs from Maychamp Press, you're also going to be able to give someone, if you so choose, advantage on a roll. So you let us know who that is. And with that, let's talk about our game. So tonight, I'm working on a hack of 7C. If you don't know about 7C, it's high adventure swashbuckling in the world of Thea and Terra, in which an ancient progenitor civilization littered these relics across the world. And there's all sorts of secret societies and swashbuckling and daring do. And in the middle of September, which is still next month, I will be starting a new D&D campaign based in the world of Thea. Based in the world of 7C. And so we are going to be running a one-shot in that world tonight, which is probably my favorite swashbuckling world in the world. So we are going to be meeting a crew of pirates just as they come into shore to hang out and sell their booty and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to turn on some piratical music and we're going to get started. All right, so let me pull up my notey notes, and we will get going here. It's been a hell of a journey for the Salty Sprite. You've reaved the seas, gathering up significant booty on a successful 4-month journey back and forth across the trade routes of the Great Sea. Crew and officers both now are loaded with guilders and have made port in the raucous pirate town / free port of Puerto Grande on the southern tip of the Midnight Isles. Here, simple stone houses and older wooden shacks on stilts sit side by side in a riot of color, sound, and noise. The town is a city planner's nightmare, with random streets cutting each other off multiple times, dead ends, and in some places buildings even sitting in the middle of the rough dirt roads. But you don't care. You're here to relax and enjoy a few days on solid ground before hitting the waves again. Thus, you find yourself in the Lost Eye Patch grog house, sitting around a rough wooden table, hurdy-gurdy music playing in the background as sailors and locals dance away the night. Violence hasn't broken out yet, but this is Puerto Grande, and a bar fight isn't only likely, it's expected. As the camera moves around the table, you, the officers of the Salty Sprite. Who do we see? Why don't you just go around and describe yourself real quick? And starting with the captain. Let's start with Captain Dashington.
Yes, Captain Chadsworth Dashington finds himself lounging around in some pillows. Men, women, people of all shapes and sizes, all walks of life surrounded by him. Chadsworth himself is telling a dashing tale of adventure on the high seas, of the beasts we saw and the sights we claimed. Yeah, we're going to go with claimed, and the courage required. And my body is so tired and broken, and that massage, that's exactly what I was aching for. Another drink for everyone on that man's dollar. That's what I'm gonna go with. Yeah.
Nice. I love it. One-eared Tamsin.
All right, so Tamsin is a dwarf. She's, well, about middle height for a dwarf, so about 4.5 feet tall. Brown hair, kind of cropped shortish. Olive skin, freckles, brown eyes. Only one ear. The stump of her other ear is raggedly bitten off. Her remaining ear has earrings all over it. Very muscled, very buff. And at the bar alone, sort of looking over at Captain Dashington, one eyebrow raised, a little bit kind of fond, exasperated. But what you gonna do?
Fiala.
Fiala is a lovely parrot Aarakocra who has a white head and a purple body and wears wizard's robes that are green and gold. And she has a green emerald kind of looking thing in the middle of her forehead. That's her arcane focus that she wears as a headband. But Fiala has 2 levels of sound, and that is talking like this so everybody can hear her, or not talking at all. She was told when she was younger that either you talk loud enough for everyone to hear or you shut the fuck up. So that is how she behaves. And she's a little bit like, she likes to get out there with people, but she's not the most charismatic. So right now she's probably sitting somewhere close to the captain, because that's, you got to take care of your crew, and just kind of sitting there sipping on whatever a parrot can get down their gullet.
They have this is a world in which all the races come from a single progenitor race and are well known across the world. So there's definitely ways in which there are special parrot Aarakocra drinking things. Maybe they have large bowls that you kind of lick out of, or they have special beaked mugs that you drink out of. I think either of those would be perfect. Or you just you just
totally
kind of pour
the
it in
bowl.
there.
I
I love it. That's perfect. Yes.
Bless.
Rhinora.
Okay, let me pull up. So Rhinora is a half elf who has piercing green eyes, kind of cropped short dark hair, not as short as my lovely hair, but pretty close. And she will probably be sitting on the at the bar near Tamsin, because there's a little too many people around our dear lovely captain, but she's keeping an eye out on the rest of the tavern for when a tavern brawl is going to happen, because she's going to be right there in the thick of it. It's how she meets new people.
All right. And last but not least, Calvi.
Kavi is, well, when she walked in the door, she was standing about 6'8". By the time she made it to the table, she was 5'10". Realizing that at 6'8", she probably stood out a little bit. She has a long silver blonde hair that is done in multiple braids, kind of in a messy way, but it's all organized, pulled back, and silver blue eyes. There is a large battle axe strapped to her back. And while she looks trim and fit, she doesn't really look like somebody you would expect to be swinging a weapon of that size, but looks are deceiving. She's dressed fairly plainly, just in a nice poet shirt and a pair of slacks tucked into a pair of soft, supple boots. She has a glass of fine whiskey in front of her, and she knows that there will be a fight because she knows her crewmates and her captain, and she's just waiting for the fun to begin.
Yay. And it doesn't take long for the fun to begin. Two sailors from another ship over across the way begin arguing at each other, and a bottle slams against the wall, and they start throwing fists at each other. As this happens, a chair flies over your table into the two of them, and two more dudes from a completely different ship just go rush in, and a general melee is starting on the other side of the room. What, are any of you gonna partake in the bar fight?
Yeah. Oh, Tamsin's going to finish a drink and jump on in.
Awesome. So this is a great chance to have a first defining moment for your characters who are jumping into this. Rhinora and Tamsin, when you get into a bar fight, you're at port, you're there for the first time in 4 months. What does that look like? How are you getting that energy out?
Well, to start with, Tamsin swinging fists. No weapons until somebody says something she really doesn't like.
Someone will say something dwarf related, and how you sink more quickly due to your low center of gravity.
Oh, that's it. She's breaking out the scimitar.
Go ahead, Rhinora.
Rhinora's first move, as always, is to almost empty her tankard and then just take the rest of it and throw it into the middle as she dives in. Fists flying. She doesn't bring weapons out, it's just fists.
All right. Well, why don't you both give me an attack roll? We're just going to see how this goes down.
All right.
What should I add to it?
This is unarmed for you, so just you're chucking a thing, so your dex bonus.
Oh, sweet.
And Tamsin, are you looking to like draw blood, or are you just looking to like whack people on the side of the head with your scimitar?
Draw blood, show I mean business.
I love it. Okay.
Plus dex, okay. That's plus 3. Oh.
Wow. Okay, so you both dominate this bar fight. You, Rhinora, you hit somebody on the side of the head as you chuck that tankard in, kung, and he goes down like a sack of rocks. And then as you charge in, you take two more of them around the neck and you slam them together, and then they go down as well. Beside you is Tamsin, who is flick, flick, flick with the scimitar in this steel motion of flashing metal, is giving all these little cuts to people to get them away from them. And it's you will dominate this bar fight as time goes by. As you two are fisticuffing and sword-a-cuffing, the other three of you who are still sitting at the table see an older-looking half-elf wearing fine black pants, high brown leather boots, a blue vest, and kind of a white pirate shirt, kind of like what Captain Dashington is wearing, with a powdered wig and these glasses on his nose, come up, and he like ducks a bottle as he comes over and goes, excuse me, are you the crew of the Salty Sprite?
And he comes up to the captain, or he comes up
to the three of you still sitting at the table.
Kavi stands up and snatches the bottle out of the air. Because we're not wasting alcohol.
That was a capital catch. Capital.
Who would like to know?
Oh, hello. I'm Harlan Godfrey from the Explorers Society. I was hoping we could have a conversation.
Yeah, Harry Godden? Yeah, that sounds good.
No, Harlan Godfrey.
Sir, sorry, so Harrington?
You must be Captain Dashington,
Harlan
is that correct?
Godfrey. Didn't you hear him?
My ears must be not what they used to be, he says as he pours another drink by grabbing it from someone's hand.
Hey! And then he kind of keeps going. He kind of looks at you to throw a punch, and then somebody like tackles him before he can.
Yeah, I give a wink to that person who gives a tackle. So, Mr. So-and-so, say we were. What's it to you?
Well, I've heard of your exploits, and I'm looking to commission a ship of worthy folk to help me on a bit of a mission.
I hate to disappoint, but we're in some peace times here, as you can clearly see. And he points at Tamsin, like basically like slamming someone's head into a table, I assume.
Oh God! Oh yes, I see that. That's quite a peaceful way to, yes.
Yeah, we're looking for a little
fighting.
R&R, if that makes a little sense here. So I hate to disappoint. You look like a very nice person, but I don't know if I can help you.
Copy at this point just puts a hand over the captain's mouth and goes, "What's the pay?"
10,000 guilders plus full provisions for your ship.
We'll take the job.
Excellent. You don't want to know excellent. All right, that's perfect. So, you must be. I've heard of the crew, and let me guess, you must be Calvi.
Yeah.
Excellent. And that makes you the. What do you call yourself, Fiala? I think it's Fiala. Yes.
Yes, that's my name.
Good. So here's the thing. We need to sail to the top of the Midnight Islands, about 8 days from here. There is an ancient Cernith ruin with a relic that I wish to find.
So here's where Dashington kind of takes Calvi's hand and slowly brings it down. But he doesn't remove it from his face per se, but holds it and kind of like squeezes the hand and says, Midnight Isles relic. Yes. Go on.
Well, what do you want to know? So my hope is that you will come with me as I explore these ruins, and maybe we can find this thing, and it could lead us to something even greater.
Could, or we could, turn into pigs and get eaten. Well, totally fabricated, not a real story. But
yes.
Just in case, why don't you tell me what you know about the Midnight Isles? And he's like trying to make eye contact with like his other crewmates who are way smarter than he is.
And Kavi just gives a piercing whistle that just cuts through everything.
Tamsin stops sewing some guy's beard off with her scimitar.
I have to tell you, that's very impressive. Your one-eared Tamsin is quite the foul. So is Rainoa. Look at her go. Just, how do you choke someone with your kneecap? That's impressive.
That's going to cost you 200 guilders.
An hour.
Well, I don't need to learn. That's what I'm hiring you for. Yes. Would you both come back over?
Yeah, I figured the whistle is like the, hey, guys, come here.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just let the guy just kind of fall and walk over.
I'm still holding the beard.
Good.
He's not going to need that anymore, I'd imagine. That's good, I guess.
It's mine
right.
now.
Yes, quite the trophy you have there, Miss Tamsin. Good. All right, so...
It'll look good hanging next to the others.
As I was telling your captain...
That's what I figure.
Yes. You have a collection of beards?
I have a collection of a lot of things. God, what was that accent?
I'm sure I'll find out on your ship.
You're really disturbing.
Midnight Isles. Midnight Isles.
Yes,
relic.
Sorry, I'm just...
Midnight Isles?
You were both more than I expected, and not what I expected from the tales of your daring do. So, yes, we are in the Midnight Isles, of course, so I know that much. I am a member of the Explorers Society. As you know, we go seek out ancient ruins of the Cernith culture, and I found an old notebook that happens to lead the way to one that had been hidden for quite some time within the reliquaries of the Explorers Society back in Montaigne.
I see.
Paying 10,000 guilders, Tamsin.
Plus provisions.
Oh. When are we leaving?
Those are a lot of rum. Can you handle that?
I can. Quite happily so. I do like some good rum myself before going to bed, you know.
Is he bringing more rum?
Yes, he's bringing more rum.
Yes, he's bringing enough rum that we can drink for all 8 days to go up to where we're going to find this relic. Speaking of which, this relic we're finding.
Yes.
What do you know of it, and why is it so important to someone as handsome and intelligent as you?
Well, it's just a relic that I'm interested in personally.
You're too smart. You're too dashing. You're too cunning to just find something that's just of interest.
Is it cursed?
No, I don't believe it's cursed. So if someone would like to make some sort of social check to insight would be good to figure out whether or not how much this person is lying to you, because obviously they're lying to you. Tamsin, no, he seems on the level. Calvi, you got a 17. Yeah, he's hiding some shit. Calvi, you've got you're the one who kind of puts your finger on the fact that he's not 100% on the level. Everybody gets that he's hiding something, but he's hiding something.
All right. So she's just gonna kind of lean forward and push his glasses up his nose for him. Mr. Harry Goodbody.
No, that's not my name.
It doesn't matter. As long as your guilders are good, but you're still lying. So why don't you come clean, or we'll get the truth out of you another way.
Make an intimidation check.
Oops. That was my fault.
Can I do a shocking grasp, but like on my feathers so that the lightning just arcs a little bit?
With advantage. Yes.
All right. So that's a natural 19 plus 8 for 27 intimidation.
Oh, all right. Well, look, and he starts looking around a little bit. Okay, so 50 years ago, there was a Montaigne explorer by the name of Jacques Alistair de Vennes. I can see that I'm not going to be able to get out of here without telling you this whole story. He headed off to the Midnight Archipelago early in the explorations looking for something called the Cradle of the Gods. There he allegedly found something called the Creator's Hand, which his journal says would unlock the ultimate potential in a person, essentially turning them into a living god. Now, I don't believe that it actually does that. I think that's probably rumor, but it is certainly an interesting lead to track down for an ancient ruin. The thing is, only one man returned from the expedition, a man from Eisen named Johann Bergman. He delivered De Ven's journal to the Explorer Society, who decided that information was too dangerous to let out into the world, and I do not believe he is correct. I think if we find this, it could be a boon for this enlightened time. And yes.
Yeah, because who doesn't want anybody and anyone who can get a hold of this thing becoming a living god? Because that sounds fun.
Yeah,
Looks over at Captain Dashington and thinking, Captain Dashington is he already thinks he's one. Never mind.
To be fair, I don't think it actually turns someone into a living god. I think that is hyperbole, based on myth. But I think it might be a source of incredible power.
And who's going to get this power? You?
No, I plan on taking it to the Explorer Society for study.
Well,
Explorer Society.
Would we know the Explorer Society?
You would. They're generally, so this is an enlightened age of universities and lyceums and things like that. And so you should think of the Explorer Society in the same vein. They are men and women who go out into the world and do history, right? They go seek out the ancient ruins. Generally not considered an evil organization by any stretch. If anything, neutral to neutral good. They tend to be there. Of course, anyone who seeks out ancient information sometimes will attempt to use it the wrong way. But they do not have a reputation of being irresponsible.
Well, I have to tell you, Henry Goofbody, you made it a very compelling argument. I'm speaking. Tell you what, it's dangerous to sail at night. My crew needs a little bit of rest. We need a little bit of sleep and a little bit of, we'll see you first light of dawn.
Yes, I will. Should I talk to your quartermaster about provisions?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Excellent. I will do that then. I will head down to the docks now.
Make sure you do. Post haste.
All right, and I shall meet you here then, because I'm staying near here, and we can all go down to the docks together. In the morning, I
mean. Yep. That sounds like a plan.
Excellent.
Well, Mr. Coffee, it was great meeting you. We'll see you in the next morning.
Well, all right. So it's actually Mr. Harlan Godfrey.
Another round on that person.
I have to insist.
Over there.
If you are, I am paying you 10,000 guilders plus everything you need for you and your crew to eat the whole time. You shall pronounce my name correctly.
Whatever, Wig. Just don't die before the morning.
Tamsin and Dashington give a high five, but without looking each other in the eyes.
Right, I'm on babysitting duty again. Okay.
So
that's why we love you.
He will get up and start heading off to do preparations and things with your crew and make sure there's enough food and rum and water and lemons and rum and yeah.
Yeah, basically that was all an excuse to get this guy out of here.
Okay.
This is team meeting time.
Okay.
so
huddle.
Dashington looks at everyone else who's not in the crew at the table and is like, "Party's over. Like, you may leave." And leaves the table just all of us.
Okay. The fight is actually also kind of calmed down at this point, and things have kind of gone back to normal. The hurdy-gurdy's gone back to playing, and people are kind of back to just kind of talking and drinking with occasional fighting, and not all-out bar fighting.
So once we're together, Dashington mouths the word. He doesn't say it. He just mouths 10,000 guilders. All right, give me your thoughts.
So, it's totally cursed, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, given.
So we get payment up front, right? Leave him, he dies, whatever. But we get money, I don't care.
Half up front, custody of the relic until we return.
Also not bad.
Raynora, Fiala, weigh in.
I think 5,000 sounds like a good amount.
It's cursed and we're being sent to go after it. So what could go wrong?
Oh, but we've got cannon fodder because he's coming with us, so.
That's fair.
Yeah. So
he can touch the item and deal with what comes of it.
Agreed.
And if he becomes a living god or whatever after,
we deal with the mess then.
We take him out.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a fight.
So
fight.
Living god means they can become a dead god.
Good point.
Living by the very word does imply a dead on the other side, so.
You know, as much as I'd love to see you rip off a living god's head, what I'm thinking here is we're going to go 5,000 up front. We'll get the rest in writing. We'll make sure that the Explorer Society signs off on it. So we got some legit paper. Sorry, L word. We sail. we get it. If the guy goes a little bonkers and tries to touch it, just tackle him down. We'll bring it back. We'll wrap it up a little bit, bring it back. Done deal. Should be a good...
Who are you and what have you done with our captain?
I think it's the alcohol talking.
I think it's the lack of alcohol talking. How much have you had to drink today?
It's only 8. It's only 8. We just docked. I mean...
I'd pour another drink.
Oh, my family, my friends.
I got you, Captain. So, here we go.
Yeah?
The other thing we're going to need is a safe way to transport this thing. They got to provide a safe, because, cursed items just hanging around.
Like, how big is it? Because if it's enough to fit in like a small chest, then that would be fine. Yeah. But if not, we would need some type of like.
I'm thinking a bag of holding.
Maybe just a lot of bags, just a lot of layers between it and us.
Hey! Remember, one person came back from this, right? That Jose Burgermeister guy, right?
Johann Bergman.
Yeah, whatever.
That was Bach.
Maybe we squeeze him a little bit. Yeah. Like still young.
I like
It's
hugs.
been 40 years ago, he said.
Oh, it'll be easy. He's old then.
If he's still around.
I'm up for some grave digging. I mean, 2 more shots and I'm up for grave digging.
Yeah, but we need somebody that can talk to the dead, and I had to give that up for Lent.
Well, if he's still alive, he's old, and I mean,
you ask questions of old people like to tell stories.
old people got them fragile little bones.
Those two.
2 true statements. So, plan, and again, tell me what you think. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your feels. 5,000 up front. Get it in writing from Explorer Society. Let's go talk to Jose
Barbosa.
Yeah.
We're gonna go talk to Geezer guy, right?
Yeah.
Old or potentially dead, and
Wig Boy can take us.
Should we drink a little more first? Do you think?
It's a given. Given.
Yes, please.
Okay, I just making sure we're all on the same page here.
Wouldn't they also have some of the stuff in writing of his journeys to collect the artifact?
Journal.
So there's possibility of reading that.
The journal. Yeah, we need the journal.
Yeah,
Because
reading.
if he's not alive, that's at least something.
All right, you nerds do that.
You can go cut off some more beards?
I wasn't going to rule it out.
Coffee's gonna stand up and bartender, 2 rounds on wig guy.
But I'm not actually here. And that's super annoying. Oh, fine. I'll pay for your stupid. But fine.
Wherever he is, he somehow has the feeling.
Magically goes on his tab. Yes, there we go.
Hey, if he can pay us 10,000 guilders, he can afford to buy a couple of rounds.
Yes. 1 second, I'm giving away prizes. Please continue to talk.
All right. To us nerds.
To you nerds.
Nerds.
So, I guess the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna find Holland. Dashington is fine to kind of go with this because he needs writing, he needs documentation about this. Boring, but
of course. You heard that he would be down by the ship, trying to help with provisions. So you're going to do that tonight or in the morning?
Chadsworth is going to go and hunt him down tonight.
Okay.
I think he's gonna go back to his crew and is like, let's. You guys want to split this up? I'll go hunt down Chadsworth. Or sorry, I'm Chadsworth. I'm gonna go hunt down Holland. Maybe I need a little bit of backup and the rest of y'all go take care of what's his face? Old nerd.
Johann Bergman.
I know his name.
It's fine. Don't worry
All right,
about
so
it.
who's babysitting the captain?
I'll go with you, Captain.
Oh, good. We don't have to Rochambeau this again.
We don't have to pick straws.
All right, so as you finish your last drinks and split off into the evening to seek out more information about this strange man and this Joseph Bergman from the past, we will do the folks looking for information about the dead sailor first.
Free.
So how do you want to approach looking for information about this person who may or may not still be alive, may or may not be on this island? Who knows?
The Explorer Society.
Yeah, going immediately there and asking questions.
That's a lot better than Tamsin's idea of just standing up at the bar and yelling out, "Does anybody know this guy?"
For sure.
Still a valid plan. Still
It's
valid.
still a valid plan. We can stand on parts of the streets and just yell out his name. And find him.
It's like that panel of Batman. Has anybody seen the Joker?
Oh my god.
Y'all remember what happened the last time Tamsin stood on a bar and started yelling out guys' names?
That was one time.
And it was a fun night.
It was a fun night.
And she was very unhappy afterwards.
Megan was very unhappy. I still say it was not my fault.
This is very scratchy. That was very scratchy.
There's Throck's floofy hair.
There we go.
I still say it was not entirely my fault, and Megan didn't have to kick me out of the boarding house for a whole month afterwards. Anyway.
Yes. So there is a local Explorer Society here. It's so the Explorer Society there's a picture of a globe and it's got the continents on it, and in front of it is the wheel of a ship, and so it's kind of superimposed over it. As a little shingle hanging out. It's a small outpost because this is mostly a pirate place, but the Explorer Society does do business here. So it's getting late in the evening, but as you walk in, there's one studious-looking gnome standing behind the desk, kind of looking down at something and flipping through a book of indeterminate gender, probably fluid, and is just kind of reading away right there.
Yeah, looking for some information on a guy 40 years ago, Johann Bergman journal.
Hello, who might you be?
Somebody who's been hired to find out more about Johann Bergman and his journal.
You've been hired by the Explorers Society to learn about a member of the Explorers Society?
Yeah.
Who hired you?
Are you going to give us the journal or not, nerd?
Harlan Goodbody. Wait, no, Godfrey. Godfrey Harlan. Harlan Godfrey. Yeah, that's him.
Godfrey sounds right.
Please hold for one moment.
My man Godfrey.
They pull out this kind of big ledger and kind of flipping these huge pages over. Yes, here we go. He is not currently on an active Explorer Society mission. I am not allowed to give you that information unless you either are a member of the Explorer Society, which obviously you are not, as you have told me you are hired to help a member of the Explorer Society, or that it has been allowed by being currently on a mission for the Explorer Society.
So you're saying my man Godfrey lied to me?
I don't know. He could be part of the Explorer Society. I have no idea. I've never heard of him myself. But he is not in our records, which also means the packet may not have made it from the mainland yet. But I cannot disperse any information unless I receive a packet authorizing so.
How do I become a member of the Explorer Society?
You need to be sponsored in by a member in good standing of the Explorer Society.
Oh, it's one of those clubs.
Are you a member?
Of course I am.
Oh, good. You can sponsor me.
Sponsor me or I'll put your face through this desk.
Make an intimidation check.
That's my Tamsin.
There's a 6'6" female Goliath standing behind Tamsin.
Okay, I'll give you advantage. It's fine. It's a one shot. Yeah, for sure. They kind of step back for a moment and go, what was the name again?
Kavi?
No, of the person you're looking for.
All right.
It was started with a yeah.
Oh yeah, Johann
Bergman.
Yeah, he had a journal 40 years ago.
Went after an artifact 40 years ago and was the only survivor to come back.
Well, excuse me for a moment. I'll be right back. And they head off into the stacks. There's kind of this basic front to this place, and they open up this door and head on back.
My excuse is Cat ate his homework.
10 minutes. Yes, Ford comes back out and goes, 40 years ago is a long time, but I have found a mention of them. They were part of a Explorer Society crew of Captain Deven. Returned to the mainland, to Avalon specifically, 35 years ago, and delivered some journal. It doesn't specify much as to what the journal was, but I have no further information about them at all.
So you don't have the journal?
No.
Do you know who hired them?
It was a duly appointed Explorer Society mission in the early days of the Midnight Isles when we sent out survey ships across the entire stretch of sea here.
So there's no record of who hired him, and they're probably the
No,
ones.
we hired him. Jacques Devan was a member in great standing of the. His name is still known today. He was one of our best captains of the era, and we lost him on that venture. The only person to return was this Mr. Bugman, Blarg Flam, Bergman.
Now we've got you doing it.
Yes,
it's probably fine.
So, y'all hired him. Everybody dies except for Bergman.
Yes.
But you don't have any record of what Bergman brought back or his journal, because
all it says is brought back Journal of Exploration. Yes.
But you don't have that.
Why would I? That would be back at the if it still exists after 35 years. That it would be back in our archives back home.
What kind of record keeping do you people do?
We keep the books in the archive where they're safe, not in a pirate-infested port. That's good archive keeping. And that is a giant box of dice falling, if you were wondering. Slowly but surely, inevitably.
I mean, it makes sense to not keep that stuff here, but it still sucks.
So you can't help us.
This is the information I have, and I mean,
you can't help us.
Is there anyone that might know more that's here?
Well, you said you were here for with a Mr.
Godfrey.
Harlan Godfrey. Yes. I can see if there's any records on him if you'd like.
That'd be helpful.
Yes, one moment. Yeah, the dice fall. They'll go back again into the stacks much quicker this time and go, yes, I have it right here. He's still registered as a member in good standing of the Explorer Society, but he's not currently on an active mission.
Yeah, that's why he hired us.
I mean, it is pro forma to hire a crew for the Explorer Society when we go out. It's not unheard of.
So you're saying his expedition isn't sponsored by you?
Absolutely not. If he said he was lying to you.
Where does he live, if I may ask?
His permanent residence is in Avalon. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's time we go back to the ship, guys. I don't want to be a part of this group.
I think maybe that wig's about to join the beard collection.
Yeah. And if there's paperwork to join, it's been ripped up and...
Okay, as you will, of course.
Is it possible to get directions to where he lives?
He doesn't. Avalon is About 3,000 miles
Far away. Do you
east
know
of
why
here.
he's
Yes.
staying here?
No, he's not. I told you he's not registered. He's not on any mission. How would I know where he is?
All right. Thank you. You've been great help. We're gonna
You've
go
been no help at all.
raise the town.
Yeah, no help.
I'm sorry I could not have been of more help to all of you. Fine people.
Yeah, we're sorry.
And with that, we'll cut to Fiala and Captain Dashington.
I was gonna say, Rainara's gonna toss him a silver anyway, even though everyone's walking away annoyed.
Oh, that is very nice of you, and thank you. So interestingly, Fiala and Captain Dashington, you're walking down through the dimly lit streets of this half sort of shanty pirate town, half starting to build up and become something a bit more respectable, sort of port city. And what are your passive perceptions?
Bad.
Okay.
Actually, no, 13.
Okay.
Wait, no. My passive perception is 15.
All right, Fiala. Off in the corner, you hear, "Help! Oh boy, this is not what I expected! Nope! Help me! Oh boy! Ow! Help! Help someone!" And it absolutely sounds like Harlan.
I think Harlan needs help. I hear him yelling.
Is it close by?
Maybe? It's that way.
You know, I gotta buy new boots. These ones, like, I think there's something in the arch. You know what I mean? Like, well, let's walk.
Fiala holds up one of her bird talons and goes,
No. Here, let me explain it to you. So people feet. Sorry, not people feet. Human feet. Orc feet. They got like a weird kind of. Let's go. And Dashington makes up a whole bunch of crap about how feet actually work. Did you know there's a bunch of like phalanges in there? Totally, they don't make any sense, but makes them very susceptible to walking pain.
"That's not how feet work, but okay."
Hey, I mean, you can believe me or you could choose not to. It's up to you, but I'm saying it's the way it is, and maybe one of us is captain.
Okay, Captain, my captain. Let's go save this guy, maybe, hey?
I think that sounds like a wonderful idea. Fiala, leave the way. I'm with you.
Okay.
As you
she'll kind of like flap her wings and go along the way.
So you make your way down, and it's kind of actually down this one alley where on one side there's this very nice sort of like white brick building that's been kind of whitewashed, and the other side is this horrible smelly shanty, and it's a bit of an alleyway, and then you come around into this back alley, and there are like 6 sailors wearing purple sashes over white shirts and black pants, which tends to be the color of the country called Vodaci.
Wadashi?
Vodacce, Vodaci.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of an Italian cognate. Attempting to hog-tie Harlan right now. What do you do?
Punch.
They're tying him up. Should I... Captain?
Dashington puts a hand on Fiala's shoulder and says, Fiala, you don't even have permission. You know exactly what to do.
I will aim chill touch at one of the people tying him up.
Okay. Yeah, roll initiative. Or roll the hit. You're on sneak attack. Roll the hit.
Okay. How far down the alleyway is it?
20 feet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're fine.
What is my... Oh, +7. That is dirty 20 to hit.
This bolt of ice forms in your hand and slams into the back of one of them. He immediately goes down and goes, "Oh, we've got company!" And the other 5 of them look around. Harlan's now kind of tied up and immobile over there. And the 5 of them charge you, and I'll need the 3 of you, or the 2 of you, to roll initiative real quick. It'll probably be a quick fight.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They, by the way, will be going on 13.
Oh, hey, it would help if I rolled a d20 for that.
Probably.
You say
no, not
that.
really. I got the same number. That's funny. I rolled a d12 and I got a 9, and then I rolled a d20 and got a 9.
Same.
But that's plus 3. So 12.
Consistency.
So it's 12. Okay. And Captain Dashington, what did you get?
A 22.
All right, well, you're going first. 5 of these ruffians, mostly human, looks like there's an elf in there as well, each carrying a scimitar, are kind of running at you now, the 2 of you.
You said they were from Versace?
Yeah, Vodachi, indeed.
Versace?
Yes, indeed, Versace.
Okay, perfect.
Vermicelli?
Yes. Vermicelli. So Dashington takes a step forward, just a very small half step, and he says, ladies, gentlemen, this is not what you are looking for tonight. For if you take one step closer towards me and my friend, you will find that your skin flayed, fed through your mouth, drawn through your intestines, out your anus, back around to your mouth, where I will make a very fine looking mustache. And if you look at me, I'm a man of fashion, and that will be the most brilliant mustache ever. But surely you will die. He casts fear, which is a cone attack.
Okay, love it. Yeah, they have, what is the DC on that?
It's against my DC, which obviously I have, just like an 15.
Right, just right there. All of them turn around and run.
Cool. And unfortunately, it also catches Holland.
Well, I'll make a separate save for him.
But he's bound, so like he can't flee.
Oh, he rolled a 7. He starts screaming, "Oh my God, you're going to kill me! Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me! Please!"
Yeah. So luckily, Chadsworth was born with a powerful build, as orcs are.
Of course.
He doesn't mind dragging heavy weight. He grabs Holland by his bindings and starts dragging him out of this alley.
Oh God!
Kicking and screaming.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Until it wears off.
And due to the loveliness of narrative perfection, as you come out of the alleyway, you see Calvi, Rhaenora, and Tamsin coming down the road at the same time. Help me! Help me! Help me!
What's going on here?
Help me!
I mean, not like he doesn't deserve it, but should I ask?
Typical Friday night.
He's been attacked by some verisimilitude people.
Right, that. Hello, help! Anyone? And it's a pirate town, so literally no one's gonna help.
Yeah. At this point, Chadsworth drops the concentration. I mean, he could have at the beginning, but...
Sure, but might as well teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So... I would like to imagine all of us kind of like pop a squat around him while he's tied up. And just kind of like the camera's like facing up at the 5 of us, kind of like all squatting down.
Yeah, Tamsin doesn't have very far to go.
Yeah, it's like Ballin Adventures, right?
Kobe's got this battle axe over her shoulders like this. Just on the balls of her feet going, so, Explorers Club's never heard of you.
Somebody's a lying liar who lies.
I have my Explorer symbol right here. You can see it in my pocket. I am a member of the Explorers. The club? Did you say club?
That,
We're a
you
society.
are a member, yes.
Yes.
But they have no records of you being here for a current mission.
Oh, well.
So what the hell is going on?
Shit. If you untie
we'll
me,
toss you in the ocean.
That's completely fair. If you untie me, I'll tell you.
How about you tell us first, and maybe we'll untie you.
Well, let's take him to the ship, and then he can tell us where the Guilders are first.
There about half of it's in money and half of it's in promissory notes, of course, because you can't carry 10,000 Guilder somewhere and it'll get stolen. Anyways, all right. So, here's what happened. The Explorer Society refused to give me permission to go and find this relic.
Because everyone died last time except for one person.
Yes, because everyone came back dead except for one person. I decided to try and find it on my own, so I stole the journal. Because I, in my younger days, knew Captain Deven, and he was a good man. And whatever he was after, I am sure it was very important. And so I've been seeking independent funding and finally found it. The only problem is a certain merchant prince from Vodachi also found out about the relic, and it appears his cousin in his ship with his crew, is now here to try and force me to take them to it.
May we see the journal?
Yes, of course. I can't really get it right now.
No, I got it. Which pocket is it?
Just start looking. It's fine.
Butt pocket? It's in my butt pocket.
Yeah, okay. But here? This one?
Oh, yep, that's the one.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I think I got it. It's all stuck. All stuck.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, that was not expected. All right. And as you begin to flip through this yellowed, ancient, leather-bound journal, you see the explorations of Captain Deven of the Explorers Society. It covers about 30 years of his career, with the last 20 pages or so speaking about his final voyage as he made his way across from the mainland into the Midnight Isles, where he stopped to pick up provisions, moved north to an island that, even though you've been in these islands for a long time, you don't recognize. But there are coordinates to get there, along with a drawing of what the island looks like if you approach it from the south. Wow, talking in that voice, it's wrecked my voice. There's even some drawings of, it appears to be on the inside of an inactive volcano. There's this strange building. It talks about some traps that are there along the way, and it speaks of this room holding an idol of some kind, some contraption. And that's where the journal ends.
Coffee at this point standing up, and she's kind of she's now keeping watch because the guy's already been attacked once. So she's watching out while everybody else is talking and looking through the journal.
So yes, and he will tell you that story as well and go, he found an item of great power. Apparently, it is not the only one of its kind, and I believe it's important to get it now more than ever, especially since being in the hands of one of those merchant princes is far worse than being in the hands of the Explorer Society, and I do honestly plan on returning it to them.
But you have to go through back channels and to all of this because they're like,
Yes.
Not sorry.
Look, if it's a matter of money, I can pay you more.
Our community grows.
I mean,
we ain't gonna say no, but
I think we need at least 20,000.
Well, I'll tell you I have 15. And a small villa in a beautiful part of Castellan.
Tell me more.
High up on a cliff. Vineyards. It's very nice.
Vineyards. No, I wouldn't suppose those would be grapes for wine, would it?
That is what vineyards are for, yes.
Love me a good wine.
I think we're gonna need a moment. And Chadsworth takes out a sock from his foot, just peels it off and kind of puts it inside Holland's mouth.
Oh, this is horrible. Why? Why are you wearing...
So here's what I'm thinking. 15,000's a lot of guilders. It's a lot of guilders. And look, I'm no person to be for the good of the world, but I feel like one of these artifacts should probably be kind of, someone should keep an eye on it. Feel me?
Oh, Renora, we're going to need you to cure him of the diseases again. Have the captain's sock.
It's not my fault I have bad arches, okay? Feet are weird and they get hurt.
Get some good fucking shoes then.
Right.
You can afford to get good shoes after we get paid for this.
That's fair.
Speaking of which, how are we going to decide who gets the villa? Because
I let him keep ownership of it, but we have free access to visit.
Oh, so like a timeshare.
Whatever that is, yes.
It's an investment. It's an investment, like a thing you wear to make money.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
I like it.
I like how that works.
Inside check. I want to inside check our man Godfrey again, with everything that he's been selling a lot of shit.
Yeah, do it up.
16.
You believe that he's now telling you the truth. He's officially had a rough night.
Yeah. All right, so you're staying at the Lost Eye Patch, right?
Well, God, hold on.
Take the sock out there.
Oh God, you have something wrong with your feet. I don't know what it is.
I told you, arches are weird. And
but you should speak to a physica. I'm just saying, you should find someone who's medically knowledgeable. I'm staying down the way from there. Yes, at the crow's nest. Yeah.
Oh, the crow's nest. All right. Great.
Go ahead. I think we should all stay on the ship tonight because it would be more easily fortifiable.
Yeah.
And he should stay with us.
Yeah.
Because if we leave him alone, he'll get attacked again. And if we want paid, that's not good.
Yeah, I'll go get his things from the crow's nest. I got an inn over there.
Perfect.
Tamsin, Fiala, can you go with Calvi? Just in case.
Got it.
Thank you.
All right, so Rhinora and Captain Dashington and our friend Harlan are all making their way down to the ship. The salty spread. Easy enough to do. No one's specifically looking for... Well, someone is specifically looking for Harlan, but they're not looking there. So, as you make your way down to the ship, it's a very breezy night here on the island. It's actually quite nice. Your high three-masted ship sits there on the dock with a number of ships as well. This is a very busy pirate port, one of which is flying Vodachi colors.
Gives that ship some side-eye.
Mm-hmm. It says the Chimera on the back of it. Because ship's back into port, which makes absolutely no sense. I think they actually do, come to think of it, but whatever.
So, sorry, our party is split up. Calvi, Tamsin, and Fiala are going to the crow's nest. Dashington and Rhinora have, what's his...
Our wonderful friend Godfrey with us.
Yeah, nerd guy. Cool.
We at least untied his feet so he can walk.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I'm not carrying this guy.
You already dragged him around once. You don't want to do it again.
Exactly. I got... My feet hurt. We bring him back to the ship. I guess feet is a theme of tonight. Cool.
Apparently.
Cool.
Feet, pirates in the sea. Why not?
Cool. He gets one of the bunkmate's ship. Of the bunk he takes, I make sure that particular crew member gets a little bit of bonus in their pocket. It's 1 gold piece.
Excellent.
But I take a moment to talk to Rhinora, kind of in private.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rhinora, I wanted to tell you a story. The story goes like this. Once upon a time tonight,
listening.
Our little nerd friend got attacked by and he's kind of like clicking over at the ship over there, the Vodachi.
The Chimera dick ship.
Yeah, the Chimera. So, I mean, doesn't mean necessarily that particular ship has people who definitely have some money out on this guy's head, but I'm saying it's a possibility they definitely have money out on this guy's head.
So are we suggesting of taking that ship down right now?
Between you and me? No chance. Not tonight. I've had way too much to drink. Second, whole ship, 2 of us, I don't think it's going to happen. All I'm telling you is that if you can keep an eye out, you got me. Thank you. You always got my back.
Out.
All right. I'm gonna stay up here. I'm gonna wait for the rest of the crew to come back. Why don't you go ahead and get some sleep? You earned it.
Thanks, Captain.
Of course.
Aww.
Be safe.
You too.
Okay, so you have you tend to the general running of a ship means there's like a third shift that watches the ship at night, and things kind of rotate in threes, right, an 8-hour shift. So there is a crew active right now as well, with everybody else kind of off doing awesome port things. And so Are you going to give them any instructions, knowing that there is possibly a problematic ship here, Mr. Captain?
Yeah, so we're not gonna go into wartime kind of procedure here, but we are going to prep. I want to make sure that the cannons are properly cleaned and taken care of, and I want to make sure that our morning shift is well aware of the situation. Once they take up a board, I'm gonna have a third shift person wake me up 4 times until I'm actually up. They're going to dress me because I'm gonna need that, and then I'm gonna give a debrief. That debrief I'm gonna write tonight.
Okay.
Because it's not gonna happen tomorrow morning.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So let's slash cut over to Fiala, Tamsin, and Calvi, who are going over to the Crow's Nest. As you head over there, you make your way in, and it's a fairly normal pirate sort of inn. It's 3 stories. There's people of ill repute selling, I guess, people of normal repute selling themselves in the way that you do in a pirate town. Everybody's enjoying a good evening. And we'll just say that Harlan gave you his room number because I think we forgot to mention it, but it makes sense that he would have. As you make your way up, it's up on the 3rd floor, and you come around the stairs up on this like rickety top floor. You hear as if somebody's tossing one of the rooms up in front of you.
I think someone got here before we did.
I'd like to kick the door in.
You see this one dwarf carrying a blunderbuss, and he's got five more of these like crew members with him. He's obviously kind of one rung above them as overseeing the whole thing, and then 5 of these crew members just toss into place. He has a leather-bound journal in his... Oh, no, wait, I already gave you a leather-bound journal. That's... I have 2 paths this can go. Sorry. They're tossing the place looking for information.
I just swing at the first dwarf in range.
Oh, that's definitely the one with the blunderbuss, and they don't know you're coming. So go ahead. As he whips around real quick and tries to bring the blunderbuss up, you look at him, and he looks at you and goes, "Oh!" and roll to hit because sneak attack.
All right, and I think I'd like to make this reckless. Let's make this a reckless attack. So advantage on that. That's an 18 to hit.
Sure.
Okay, 1d10. 13 slashing.
13 slashing. Ah! And you have a second attack, right?
Yep.
Okay, see it up.
Let's see. 25 to hit.
You come down. Okay, yeah, that's 100%
Okay. Okay, and another 12 slashing.
Okay, so that was a total of 25.
Yep.
He tries to, like, you're going to get an attack of opportunity as he immediately starts to step back from you. It's not his go yet, though. So at the moment, Calvi has kicked open the door. This dwarf has turned around. She slashed into him twice with this huge axe. Fiala and Tamsin, what do you want to do on your kind of free round here?
All right, so Tamsin, I'm going to say that as soon as she heard the rustling and was like, I think someone beat us to it, that she pulled out her scimitars. She's got 2. She's got her super special fancy one that she really loves.
Yes.
And she's got kind of a more regular one, but
sure.
You know, it's still cared for. So she's going to launch herself at the next nearest one that is not being fought with, and is going to boom, boom.
Nice. All right, you step in and make your attacks.
Okay. So, okay. Because I have the fighting style 2 weapon, do I roll for each one?
You will roll separately for each one, and both of them get your regular bonus.
Excellent.
Okay, so the 12 will actually miss as the brute kind of steps out of the way, but you quickly cut down another one with your backswing, and there's only 4 of those brutes left. But now it seems like they're ready to like come in and fight on you all. It only takes a single hit. So for those of you who don't know, I'm running a new type of mob in this, which is called a brute squad. Instead of having hit points, it has a number of hits, and they're just kind of there to harry, harass, and harangue, and decrease in efficiency as you hit them as people get knocked out. So it's to instill a more high adventure. Haha! I'm an adventurer and I can take out 12 of these mooks, right? Oh, but there's a villain and they have like real class levels. That's what we're doing. And so you've taken one of them out and another one kind of gets out of the way really quickly. But sweet. And then Fiala. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. And I can take a second attack.
Oh yeah, you absolutely can. Both of those will hit though, and you cut down whoosh, whoosh, in this flash of steel 2 more with your scimitars in hand. There's only 2 of them left now, and they kind of start looking at each other, and then they look at their captain who's got this big gash across his cheek, but it's Fiala, it's your go.
I would like to magic missile the last 2.
Do it up. Well, that automatically hits, so just roll some
it
damage for me.
automatically hits, yeah. So 2 at one at the other.
Yep. Both of them get knocked back into the walls. The lieutenant kind of looks at you and starts to run out the window. That's his full action. He's just going to run if any of you want to do something to him.
I give chase.
Okay. You will actually get an attack of opportunity.
All right. Well, we'll take that first. See if we can cut him down. I don't know if that's going to hit 15.
15 misses, indeed.
All right, then I'm going to take a swing at him, and as that misses, and he moves out, I'm just going to lunge for him.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Alrighty. No, I don't have advantage because I haven't raged. Okay. Really, dice? Okay. Sure. 13.
Those would be actually... Oh, you rolled a 7. Okay. And you grab him and yoinks him back. He drops the blunderbuss. You now have this person at your mercy. What do you do?
I hold him up and I go, Tamsin, take his beard and then ask him questions.
And I'm going to do so. Just start.
No.
I got the beard. I'm going to hold it in front of his face. All right, who sent you?
I'm with the Chimera.
Oh, yeah, I guess that figures. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by a cat.
Yes. we all are.
I'm sorry.
No, it's a good cat.
Do we know the Chimera is the boat of those people?
You 3 don't yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Rhinor and Captain Dashington do.
Rewind.
Yeah.
What the hell's the Chimera?
It's Captain Cagliari's ship.
Captain who?
Captain who?
Make a history check.
Captain Calamari?
Cagliari.
Calamari.
Cagliostro.
something.
Oh, it's a 20 for a check.
Nice.
Plus something.
19.
23.
So, yeah, Fiala, what did you get, Calvi?
Oh, history? Sorry.
Yeah, if you'd like.
16.
Okay, so Calvi and Tamsin, you've both heard of this captain before. He is part of he's an agent of one of the Vodachi merchant princes. A cousin is the captain, and Captain Cagliari is known to be exceptionally brutal. He's also a GIF, and so he's like a 4'8" sort of hippo person. And tends to be dressed to the nines all of the time. And he runs the ship called the Chimera, which apparently is after the same thing you are.
Huh. I'm going to turn to Kavi and Fiala. So, which do you think would be more suspicious? If we send him back and he says, we're here, or if he just doesn't come back at all?
I think he doesn't come back at all. And I will shoot him with chill touch.
You will kill him if you so choose. If your goal is to murder this person, you have murdered them. Okay. He dies.
All right, decision made.
Yep, and it looks like he and his friends had a very bad accident falling out the window.
I'm going to start looting their pockets before we dump them out the window.
Yeah.
You definitely find some money in there. Silver and gold. Not like a lot, enough to maybe between the group of them have a good night out. But you also find a blunderbuss, a +1 blunderbuss.
Ooh.
Yes.
Anybody know how to use this thing?
It is a martial ranged weapon. So if you know how to use martial ranged weapons, you know how to use a blunderbuss.
I think I can.
I do not.
I don't need a ranged weapon.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can use it.
I know. Okay, well, if you want it, you can have it. If not, Fiala, you can mount it above your bed. You got the kill.
Okay, I like things above my bed. And her
Just
bed.
make sure to empty it first, because otherwise it might go off at night and wake us all up and possibly shoot you in the head.
Some guys have that problem. Going off at night.
Mm-hmm.
Prematurely.
Oh my God.
At the slightest touch.
Then the powder gets wet.
Yes. So you now have this tossed room, 6 dead people in it, and you've taken all their stuff. What happens next?
We throw them out the window.
First, we're gonna get all of.
I'm taking a shit down there. What was that?
We getting, well, we have to get all of our man Godfrey's things out first.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He's got a couple of sea chests that they've kind of torn apart, that are just kind of full of his stuff. There's a very nice rapier.
Well, he said he had a lot of guilders on him, so definitely looking for the guilders. And he said something about bonds as well.
The guilders are not apparent in this room.
Is there any kind of like magic or any kind of books or study materials?
He's got a ton of books, actually. All sorts of stuff about the Midnight Isles. A bunch of stuff about like the known properties of Cyrnith relics, which are the relics that we're talking about. They're the things in question here. The progenitor society is called Cyrnith. All sorts of like archaeological stuff, but not a lot of magic-y bits, no.
If Tamsin finds them, she's just going to be throwing them over her shoulder while she looks for money.
Okay.
Hey, we might need those.
Make some investigation.
Me?
Yeah, if you're specifically looking for money, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
I'm specifically looking for information and things that would be helpful for us as far as magic or history or whatever.
Looking for the guilders and the bonds. 14 for Covey.
Okay. No, that's a big old no there, Fiala.
That's 11.
Nicely done. Yeah, you don't find shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I also got an 11. I don't find shit.
Okay. No, you find those books, which are mostly, there's nothing about like magic per se. There's stuff about the odd properties of Cyrnith relics, which have some weird properties. There's a whole treatise in there on the Cyrnith tiller, which is a set of silver beads that you wrap around your rudder and causes you to be able to travel 300 miles in 3 hours. As long as nothing gets in your way because it's a straight line. And other such ancient relics from their time. Yeah.
Dude.
All
right. Grab whatever books you want. Throw them into a chest. I want to, if this room hasn't been completely torn apart, Kavi is going to completely tear this room apart.
Okay. When you say, are you talking about walls and floorboards as well?
Oh yeah, going prying up, using the battle axe to pry them up. Not chopping through them, but prying them up.
For sure. So yeah, it takes you about 20 minutes, but like as you pry up these floorboards, soon enough, you find a much smaller chest and 4 bags.
Is it money?
The 4 bags are full of coins, and the smaller chest has all these promissory notes to what are called Vestin banks. Vestin is the primary banking people in this world, and they're promissory notes that are backed by the banks of Vestin for the additional sum.
All right, looks like we got what we came for. Let's shove everything that we can into one chest, make sure that maybe he's got like 2 or 3 sets of change of clothes, and then all of the books, all of the money, all of the bonds. And then we can toss the bodies out the window and then leave.
Oh no, there's been a horrible accident.
Oh, everyone fell out of a balcony. It was so weird.
Oh, it's
no.
horrible.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, bye.
My back got torn in half. It's fine.
Yeah, Coffee makes her way downstairs, and she's filling out her clothes just a little bit better. And she stops at the front desk and to the desk guy, and then flips him a gold and walks out.
Ping. Thank you. What's this for?
I'll see you when we get back.
Oh, shit.
Wink.
Somebody go check room 318. And you make your way out into the night, and easy enough to make your way back down to the Salty Sprite, where the rest of the night, unless you have specific scenes you want to play out, will pass by uneventfully. I love how much time y'all spent in port, which was like, that literally, like in my notes, is like scene 1, and you were like everything, and I love it. It's a great field test for a new one shot. I love you all.
The GM's plight.
Murder, lewdness. We have it all.
I'd go to that play. That was lewdness, murder.
Yeah.
All right. So,
we're
as
pirates.
you wake up in the morning,
Pirates.
a red sky on the horizon, you know it's time to shove off. Provisions have been laid in, and it is time to go at the order of the captain.
So let's reverse a little bit. So as the rest of the crew comes back to the ship, Dashington is kind of out there with his like digestive, which is just more rum. But this is nighttime rum.
Yeah.
Anything I should know about?
The rum has lime in it.
Update for me. I was here.
That's fine.
We found some people from that other ship over there. I'm assuming we saw as we walked in.
Yeah, I'm assuming we saw it as we walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
They were tearing apart his room, but we took care of them.
We took care of them, and we found money.
Good. Any survivors?
No.
No.
Good.
They had a terrible accident. Fell out the 3rd-story window. It was horrible.
Oh, so sad.
They got to start making those windows safer. People just follow those all the time.
I know. They need that safety glass.
Especially with these guys around.
What can I? Yep, go ahead.
No, I just had a thought. I'll do it later.
Okay, no worries. Just want to let you know that those colors out there may or may not have been the fellows that have accosted our good friend. What's his name?
Godfrey.
Hissy Gissy, whatever.
Wig.
Yeah. Look, cannons are cleaned. I'm having 3rd shift crew take care of them. If I wake you up early in the morning, you know exactly why it's happening. Look, go get some rest.
I thought you took care of that. Never mind.
Yeah. Get some rest. All right. We're gonna head off first thing in the morning. Hissy Gissy is down below. I think we need to dock off here. I think it's no longer safe for us to be around. You feel me?
Tamsin's she's gonna hang her hammock on the deck, or on the top deck, and she will be sleeping up there.
All right.
Before Tamsin goes to sleep, she's gonna leave the boat real quick, go to one of the boarding houses on the island, consider knocking, think twice, and leave a note that says, Megan, gonna be away for a bit. I'll be back. Gonna bring you back some nice shiny stuff. For real this time. Love you. Tamsin. And then go back to the ship.
Aww. That's incredibly sweet. And then the night will take you each in turn as you fall asleep. Third watch doing its thing. Those of you who are light sleepers hear the whistles on the hour as the night is called through, and wake up with the dawn, a blood-red sky in front of you. The day before you...
I'm sure that means something for sailors. Let me just check my encyclopedic knowledge.
Red skies
known
at
as...
night, sailors' delight. Red skies at morning, sailors' warning.
Warning. Take
Sailors' warning. Thank you.
Horny?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
sailors are always horny, but
It's true. That's actually factual. Yeah.
Yes.
The scientifically proven fact.
Can confirm.
I'm glad we cleared that up. Thank you for the educational stream.
The more you know.
So let's
on the horizon.
Thank you for the $5 donation, Michi.
Nice.
All right. So with the sails are unfurled and the jacks move their way up into the rigging to make sure that the wind is caught just so, and you slip out of port, making your way out of the harbor, and as land slips behind you, you start to turn north into the almost perfectly blue sea of the Midnight Isles. About 3 hours... Go ahead.
Sorry. What's the Chimera doing? Is the Chimera still in port?
I was just about to say something. About 3 hours out of port, one of the folk up in the crow's nest goes, "Oi, Captain! We've got a sail that's been following us for the last 3 hours."
This is before noon or after noon?
This is about 3 hours into the first day's journey.
Oh,
So mid-morning,
man.
probably.
Yeah, so you're looking at like 9 a.m. maybe.
No response as of yet.
All right, we'll just keep on moving then. As you begin to move, it does appear that it is following you, but keeping a distance. So the way it works, like if you know anything about sailing, like you'll see the masts before you see the hull of the ship, right? And so they're keeping themselves hull down behind you, and so you only see their flag and their masts off the horizon. So they're probably 30 miles back, but it seems that they're trying to keep that distance as you go. Up ahead of you, clouds start building on the horizon, dark gray ones moving in from the west.
Is it a constant like annoying me, or is it like a one-time annoy me?
I don't know. What?
For the arousal at 9 a.m. on the ungodly hour of 9 a.m.
I don't understand the inquiry. Is what
Are they continuously like knocking the doors like, "Captain, you gotta see this," or is it like a one-time captain says "fuck off" and they leave, or they're like pressing it?
They will. So go ahead.
I'm assuming I would definitely be out there. So in that case, I would have come and probably broke down your door if you didn't show up.
Okay,
As I figure I would have for stuff like this many times before.
Oh yeah. It's like a bead curtain now at this point. It's like it's not worth it.
Yeah,
like Tamsin goes to get the captain, and Renora just kind of stays there and just kind of ready to see if she needs to cast spells. Because I have storm spells.
Tamsin, yes, of course. Yeah, you have my full attention. Full attention.
Ship.
No, I'm maybe later today. Ship.
There.
Oh.
Over there.
Got you. Yes. Ship. Identity. What identity?
Can we see it?
It's bearing a Vodachi flag.
I mean, it's one of the vermicelli,
Oh, those fucking nerds.
Yeah, the ones we killed yesterday.
Yeah. Are they closing in, or are they keeping? What's going on?
They're not closing in. They're keeping a single distance from you. They're keeping hull down on the horizon, so you can only see their masts.
Well, they're not getting closer, but I don't like it.
Tamsin, do me a favor. Grab the core. I'm gonna put some pants on. Meet you on top deck.
Are you just like Donald ducking it right now, or?
He has a blanket.
Okay.
It gets really chilly at night. God, you think he's a fucking animal?
damn it!
I love y'all so much.
More like Howard the Duck than Donald.
You're welcome to the party.
Welcome everyone. Donate. Okay.
Soon enough, you all meet
Yes.
on
panted
deck.
meat.
Yes, panted, if you so choose, on deck.
I only wear robes.
It's a figure of speech.
So you are actually Donald Ducking it.
It's a very liberating ship. We're pirates.
Yeah.
All right.
You do what you want, you wear what you want, just listen to the captain.
So, looks like we're being followed, crew. Which tells me that they don't know where they're going, or they really want our butts. It's one of two things.
Or both.
We do have really nice butts.
I mean, it goes with a question.
Truer words.
But, supposing they're following us, that means they're after this cracker of the gods, or whatever we're going after. So, this could be a problem. We can either handle the problem now, or we can handle the problem later. I want to hear thoughts.
I can't take out their masts from this distance. We'd have to close on them.
I can't cast any of the storm spells like Ice Storm or Sleet Storm unless they're closer. They're too far away.
I think we slow down and wait for him to catch up.
Well, what if they slow down too? I mean, we could try it, but in the eventuality they just keep pacing us, what do we do then?
I do have a spell called Control Winds, which I can, within 100 feet cube, I can keep in concentration. I don't think I can move it, though.
You could move it.
I could keep it behind us, potentially, and I can make them blow horizontal so that we would get more speed.
You could try to outpace them.
Go outrun them, lose them in the storms?
Yeah. Fiala, check the maps. What's up ahead of us? Open waters? Or we got a little bit of danger?
There are a number of islands that you need. So there's two paths you can choose from this point. You can either loop around. There's essentially, imagine like an archipelago, like from, like, you know, the one from like Florida down to South America, where it's just this like string of islands, right? You can either choose to like take an inside passage around, an outside passage around, or weave through the islands.
And normally, like if the weather was good, I'd probably just weave through the islands, right?
Yes.
But because the weather's bad, you probably want to go around the edge. So, okay. We probably want to go around the edges of the islands, Captain, because there's the storm up ahead, and if we try to weave through the middle, it's going to be pretty hard. So if we go around the edges, I think we'd be okay. It'd be open waters that way.
Captain licks his finger and holds up to the wind. This doesn't... But he says, how bad's that storm, you think?
Someone can make a nature check.
Oh, Druid.
You're right. Oh, Druid.
Yes.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it's like going to be a moderately bad thunderstorm, enough to toss your ship around and give you some problems in your navigation, but not enough to, like, under the right hands, it's not a life and death threat. It's just a super duper inconvenience.
Well, Fiala, I want it to be your call. So we could do a couple things. We could try to loosen the storm. We could even make the storm a little bit bad on our tail here. I feel like we could do a little bit of the finger mojo there. We could try to lose them in the storm. We could try to outrun them, outpace them, or we hit them head on. You know what I mean? We see what happens. We say what's up, you know? We kill them. That's what I'm saying. We turn around, we kill them. That's what what's up means.
We ruin their days.
To death.
Yeah, they ruined.
Fiala, it's your call.
I think it'd be better to eliminate the threat, Captain.
Dashington looks around. Calvi, Tamsin, Renora. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Hard to port, he says.
Sure. We gave up the port for the rum.
Fuck. Starboard?
I see what you did there. I love that. That was an amazing pun. I love you.
Beautiful.
All right.
All right. We're going to hit this threat head on.
Yes. All right. As you turn the ship to face the Chimera, your quarry on the high seas, we're going to take our break right there. And we'll be back. At the moment, we have raised $183.37 in the first 2 hours and 52 minutes. You all have been amazing so far. We have found a better way, I think, to disperse the PDF. So if you have not gotten yours from your donation yet, let me know, and we'll make sure you get them. Leona has did something for me that's going to be very, very helpful because Leona is amazing. So we are going to head to break. These are going to be a bit longer of a break because we're going to open up a giveaway in these as well. So our first giveaway of the night, let me bring up my giant thing of doom. Right, is going to be 3 things. First, a $20 gift certificate from So Nerdware. Second, a $20 gift certificate from Modifius, fine publishers of things like Vampire the Masquerade, and I can't, my brain is blanking because I'm tired and I'm in my thing. Next, and last but not least, 3 sets of Halloween dice to one person. Halloween Horrors dice from Ice Cream Dice. Thank you so much to all of our prize sponsors, and of course, thank you to Mage Hand Press for just being willing to be so generous during this to give us away. I'm going to open up the giveaway now, and what you will have to do is type !booty to join the giveaway. The way it's going to work, and everybody gets 1 ticket. So you can put it in as many times as you like. You'll still only get 1 entry. The way it's going to work is I will be pulling a winner 3 times from this 1 exclamation point. So we'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes. And so stay with us as we go do the things we need to do after 2 hours of gaming, whatever that may be. Thank you all so much so far for the amazing donation. We're close to making our goal for the first 2 hours. If we get to $200 in these first 2 hours, we're on target to make $5,000 for Raíces, Texas, and their important immigration justice work. So check us out. Click on the link below. It takes you to the donation page, and you get free stuff from us. So check it out. We'll be back in 15 to 20. take a moment as we're here on break. DM Steve just donated $50 to the giveaway. I'm not to the giveaway, but to raise his check to Texas, which means we have crossed our barrier for the first 2 hours of $200. If we make $100 an hour between now and next Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, we will have made our goal. Huge love to you, Steve, for the $50 donation. It's our largest so far, and bless you, brother. And remember, we're doing a giveaway right now for a $20 gift certificate to So Nerdware, a $20 gift certificate to Modifius, and 3 sets of Halloween horror dice from Ice Cream Dice. If you have not entered the giveaway yet, type !booty in the chat, and you, too, will be entered. We'll be back in just a bit. exclamation point booty to enter. That's exclamation point booty. Team, we're coming back in. That's amazing tea, and we are back. Hi, talking about amazing Pride tea during the break here. So hello everyone who didn't join us at the beginning. If you don't know what we're here for, we're here to raise money for Raíces Texas. Raíces Texas is an immigration and refugee legal fund that works on the front lines of this incredibly difficult time for folks attempting to make it into the country. They work with folks in detention centers. They work reuniting families. They work getting people out of detention centers and ensuring they find their way in the country, because they, like we, believe that no person is illegal. And so if you have the opportunity, we would urge you to donate to them over the course of this, because, well, we think it's a really important time for you to give that money, and we think they're an amazing group to give it to, because that money goes directly to the organization and directly to providing services for people who are being impacted by the current administration's deeply problematic policies. And with that, we are going to draw our 3 winners from this first giveaway of something like a lot of giveaway. We have numerous giveaways that are going to be happening. So our first winner from the giveaway, I just accidentally full screened that. Never mind. So our first giveaway is for a $20 gift certificate to Sew Nerdwear, and I'm going to pick you right now. You are Color Guards. Hey, Color Guards, congratulations. If you could DM me, if you could DM the Welcome Party account your email address, we will get you hooked up with Maddie and get you that $20 gift certificate to Sew Nerdwear. Our second winner is going to get a $20 gift certificate to Modifius. All you got to do is plug it in on the web store when you check out, and you'll be good to go. And if that doesn't work, DM us in any way you possibly can, and we'll make sure you get your $20. So our second winner is Two Cats. Oh my God. I'm just going to DM you the code right now so that you have it. Okay. and that will be the easiest way to do that, so that I do not forget. There you are. Boink. There is your code to Modifius Entertainment, $20. And then last but not least, 3 sets of Halloween Horrors dice from Ice Cream Dice. So we're going to pick you as well. We're going to need to get your full mailing address, so please whisper your full mailing address to us. Nancy Druid, oh my God, I love you so much, and I'm so glad you're here, and I love all of you, but Nancy is one of the first people I streamed role-playing games with online, which is redundant, but whatever, and so I'm super glad she got the chance to win some amazing dice from Ice Cream Dice. Nancy, you can DM me, send me your email address, however you like, and I will make sure you get 3 sets of Halloween Horrors dice from Ice Cream Dice. And with that, we come back to the Salty Sprite. There on the high seas being chased by the Chimera, a Vodachi ship that is seemingly after the same ancient relic that they have been hired to find. Instead of trying to outrun them, they have turned to chase them, a storm hot on their heels. So, I need to actually make 2 notes here so that I don't forget who won these. Color guards, check, and then I can fill that one in. I should do my paperwork first. And Nancy Druid, check. Okay, so all right, there we go. I filled in my paperwork, and now we zoom back in on these 2 ships at chase on the high seas. The Salty Sprite turns to face its quarry, the Chimera. How do you want to try and go after them? There's a couple options for you here, crew. You can either come straight at them. You can, you've got about 30 miles to close the gap, right? You can kind of come at them from an angle, or you could try and find some other way to be sneaky, right? The idea is you want to try and get more of your cannons on them than they get their cannons on you, because that's how you win fights. It's a little early for that right now. You're trying to figure out if you're going to want to, like, how you want to close with them. So your first test is going to be, as you turn the ship around, you're going to be maneuvering against them to get into an advantageous position at the start of the fight. Oh, God damn it, I did it again. And there I did it again. I forgot to unmute you all again. So, because I'm terrible.
There we go.
And luckily, because I'm just terrible. Okay. So, team, luckily, you all just started talking, and yes. So, the question was, how do you want to approach them? You would ask, can we cross a T? I'd said, no, it's a little too far away for that just yet. But, Captain Dashington.
Yeah, all I want to do is talk about more about paperwork, because you were talking about paperwork and how fun it is, and like that's the greatest adventure I can think of.
It's the best.
But if we can't do paperwork tonight, what I'm going to suggest is that we first consider that they're going to see us turn around. They will see it, and they're going to be ready for us. We're already a disadvantaged crew. So here's what I'm thinking: we need something off the wall, something that they're never going to see coming, right? Because as it is right now, we lose. They have the advantage. So I need some ideas. What can we do to make it so that they just don't see it coming?
I look at the druid, say, you got some weather stuff, right?
As soon as they're within 300 feet, I can cast Ice Storm on them, and that is... I'm looking it up. It is 20-foot radius cylinder. So it'll encompass their ship. So as soon as they're within range, we don't have to be 300 feet if you wanted to wait until they're a bit closer and then just have me cast it on them.
So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to give them our port side, because that's my favorite side, because it's delicious, right? You have a meal, that's the good side. We're going to try to get our port side cannons on them. They're going to try to get their starboard cannons on them, or on us. They're going to need their rudders and their sails to do that. But, Raynora, if you can freeze their sails and cut them off at the ankles, right? We can take the port, we can take it around their side, and we can take the first free shot on them. I don't think they're going to see it coming. They don't know you're with us. At least I hope they don't.
Well, Captain, if we can swing around and cross that T on them, they won't even get a broadside at us. Their cannons are facing the wrong way. We can rake them as we go past.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. we'll take out their stern, and you know what? If they don't give up from then, I think we'd board. I don't think they can take us anymore. All right.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, crew, make it happen. I'll take steering wheel.
Okay. So the first thing I need is a persuasion check or an intimidation check to get your crew moving in the right direction, giving them the orders and seeing how well they execute them. That's based on you, normally given by the captain or the first mate.
So I think from a persuasion perspective, I think it nets us better stuff in the end. So as Tamsin and I have kind of done this in the past, usually it's me who takes the persuasion.
Okay, and you'll have a +8 because of your crew quality.
All right. Roll 20 won't let me do that, but
No,
what I'm
that's
going
fine.
to do
We'll just
here...
add 8 to it when it comes out.
Okay, I have a +11 to it because
Nice.
I'm Chadsworth Dashington.
You are Chadsworth Dashington.
So I say to my crew, I don't immediately explain what's going to happen, but I tell them about all those amazing times we had on the high seas. I tell them about that time we took in the Black Pearl. I tell them the time we flew into the Maelstrom and that we took the storm head on. I told them the times that we fought those sea hags, and then I looked to Calvi and I kind of give her a wink. It's like, sorry, it's like part of the narrative. You get me. And I tell them all those times that we, as brothers, sisters, and as family, we banded together. We unfurled the sails. We fought hard, and yes, we lost people along the way. But those people are in our hearts, in our minds, and we never forget. And those are the people that give us strength. So today, we turn. We look at the Chimera, and we say, not today. Today, we are the crew. We are the family of the Salty Sprite. And we win.
And we fuck shit up in the process.
And because this is a game of heroics, I'm giving you advantage on that because you speeched the hell out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and make that a 38.
Yeah, let's
Holy
just make it a
shit.
38 and go from there. There's this rousing hurrah from the crew as they jump to action station. The bell starts ringing. People start running out the guns. Now you do have the opportunity to, if you would like, to open up the Sea Sprite skills that people have, and there's some stuff y'all can do. You should all already have the handout.
Mhm.
I can't open it right now because my computer's being dumb. We're just gonna do that real quick.
Hey.
There we go. I'll do that real quick. Okay, and you saw nothing. Okay, so everybody in the crew has a special ability. I just want to have you look over those as you go through. As we go through the ship-to-ship combat. So there's this huzzah, and the crew jumps to action. The guns are run out. Folks climb up into the rigging, and the sails are set, and you begin to turn the ship. And you see them just 10 minutes later than you. They didn't notice the turn as quickly as they should have because they rolled lower on their whole deal. Begin to also go into a more battle-rigged sort of preparation, but they're behind the ball on you now. As you close, they're 30 miles away. They're 20 miles away. The sun begins to set off to the west. They're 10 miles away. The sea now is almost red with blood. As you see the flashes of lightning off behind you as you charge into this combat. It's going to be a dusk to night combat at this point. As you two charge head on, finally, there you are, with them trying to turn as well to outmaneuver you. You're about a mile away, so you've got one chance to make another maneuver here, as you two are at the moment pretty much coming head on. You're attempting to cross the T, but they rolled well enough to be able to continue to maneuver with you. So I want one more action of some kind. You can narrate to me what it is and make the roll to try and outmaneuver them.
I think Fiala is going to take to the skies and fly up into the rigging to help to pull one of the sails so that it's in position to be able to take the wind better, to be able to go more in front of them.
Okay, and what's your check for that again?
I would say that's probably athletics, because it's like the strength of flying.
It absolutely works for me.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and give
that's a
Fiala... Oh, sorry, I was going to give Bardic Inspiration, but fuck that.
24?
Fuck my drag.
What? So narrate to me how you do this in your ultimate critical way.
So I fly up, and one of the ropes is actually caught in the way the mast is trying to move. It's not letting it move as freely as it should. So Fiala manages to fly up, and with her claws, she's able to maneuver the rope enough and pull it with her strength to get it free. And so the rigging then goes whoosh into the right position.
And the rigging comes free, and you all feel the ship kind of lurch as it gains an extra 5 or 6 knots from it. And you will, let me make a quick roll to make sure they don't also crit. They don't, they rolled a 6. Okay, you're able to approach this combat as you choose. If you would like to start at cannon range, which is about 300 feet, do the spell and the cross the T at the same time, you'll absolutely get the opportunity to do that. But it's up to you all what happens next.
I absolutely leave it to my crew. I'm at the helm. I got this. I'm taking this position. You pull the trigger when you're ready.
Do we have anybody that has any form of arrows or throwing weapons?
You have 6 cannons on one side of the ship and 6 cannons on the other. And
I mean, like, among the people. I have a way to make flame arrows.
For sure. You've definitely got archers and shooters.
Yep, and I have a light crossbow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I think the plan, if we remember, was to like freeze the sails if we could first, then cross the T.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, could you do flame arrows to cannonballs?
Can I?
What's the spell say?
You touch a quiver containing arrows or bolts. When the target is hit by a ranged weapon attack using a piece of ammunition drawn from the quiver, the target takes an extra 1d6. If I cast this, this is a level 3 spell. If I cast it at level 4 or 5, could I potentially do cannonballs?
100% yes. I love it. It's thematic and appropriate and perfect to have flaming cannonballs in a magically piratical society. 100% yes. Absolutely. Okay. You can do it as a level 4 spell.
Okay, I do that.
Yep. You're just you can choose to have it on the port or the starboard side. You can do 1 broadside's worth of cannons.
We are currently lined up to hit the port with the port side, correct?
Correct.
I will do that side.
Okay. They all
so that's all of them do an extra 1d6 fire damage now.
That's awesome. Okay. So, what happens next? I know we wanted to do an ice spell in there. And I know we wanted to shoot the broadside. Who's doing the ice spell? Rhinora? Okay. Yeah. So there's no roll to hit with this. It just kind of happens, which is one of the dangers of magic on the sea. Go ahead and mark off your spell and roll me some damage.
So
what level spell is it?
Ice Storm is a level 4 spell.
Okay.
And oh, good. It does not require concentration. Each creature in the cylinder has to make a dex saving throw.
I'm gonna worry about that because there's a bunch of people. Yeah, don't even worry about it. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 46 cold damage.
All right, give me the rolls for the damage.
Okay. 2d8. 2d8 plus.
All right, so 20 points. Nice. Okay, so 20 total points of damage. This column of ice forms above the main mast of the other ship, and as it begins raining this ice down, you see that center mast start to shred, and some of the sailors fall off. A few of them fall into the ocean. Rhinora, you're surprised for a moment by the flick of orange light you see coming off of the forecastle. As it grows larger and larger and larger and heads directly for you. Someone over there just cast a fireball at your ship, and I need, and it was directly at Rhinora as your caster. So I need Rhinora and anybody around her to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fun.
I I can't counterspell that, can I?
You can. It is at a higher level than 3, so you'll need to make your check for it, though.
Okay.
Okay, whereabouts is Rhinora?
Where are you, Rhinora? There's the forecastle, which is the high part on the middle. There's the main deck, and then there's the what is the back one called again? I just blanked on it.
Stern.
The stern deck or the poop deck? Yes, the poop deck. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 19 on the counterspell, though.
It fizzles in midair. You see it starting to grow as it's about to slam into you, but it just melts away into the water.
So should be at the area where she can see the ship fast, wherever that is along the railing, probably main deck somewhere.
Okay. So, having successfully fended off with a counterspell, the fireball, you've now perfectly lined yourselves up to cross the T and fire. Who's doing that shot?
I am Master Gun. Yeah, Kavi's got Master Guns, so and she can because this is our first time we're firing. We're going to go ahead and do double shot.
Nice.
So it's a +6 to hit.
It is.
But the broadside will do 12d6, but with the flaming, that'll do another 66 because we have 6 cannons.
So it'll be 18d6 damage. Cannons are nasty.
Yep. Now I'm just doing a straight d20 roll, or what?
You'll be doing a d20 plus. It's d20 plus your crew quality. Your crew quality is normally an 8, but because you fired double shot, it makes the shot more powerful, but a little less accurate because it's the ballistics get weird when you add extra stuff in there. So instead, it's going to be a d20 plus 6.
All right.
And
as we kind of cross the T, as the captain, I believe I can inspire our gunners.
You can.
So to inspire my gunners, I can quickly just kind of make a charisma check, and that's going to give you a bonus on your hit. I think we're one and done here. So I would like to make a charisma check to try to inspire the crew. So let's go ahead and make that a charisma check. Normal plus the crew. So this is going to be +8 because our crew is in that current condition.
Yes.
So that's a 30, if my math is correct, 34.
Yes. It's a charisma ability check, so you don't get your proficiency modifier on it. So it's probably only a +4 instead, but it's still a lot. It's enough. It's enough.
Yeah, it's just a flat 30. Sorry, only 30.
Yeah. So you'll have advantage on this 2-hit roll. So you'll get 2d20 plus 6.
Fuck, I hope it crits.
That's going to be 21 to hit.
Nice. All right, so you're crossing their front. As you do, you find yourself behind cannon after cannon after cannon at just the precise moment to say fire. And as you see the cannonballs fly away from your ship, at first they were just warm to the touch, and the crew looked a little weird about that, by the way. But as they load them in and they fire out, you see each of them in turn catch on fire as it slams into the front of the ship, wrecking the prow of this thing. You see all of the rigging start to fall off the front as you do 54 points of damage to the front of that ship. I'm sorry. It's 77 points of damage to the front of that ship. They're still up and going. Ships are big, beefy things, but you have ruined their day at this point. And it looks like now that you've passed, they're gonna get their chance to do the same thing to your stern as they keep moving forward. But before they do, they're gonna do that, and then they're gonna turn around. But a couple people haven't had actions yet on this first phase of the combat. Tamsin has not done anything, and Fiala has not done anything within this first combat section.
If I control winds and make a sustained blast of strong wind to blow downward, could I potentially try to capsize their ship and or give them disadvantage on anything they're attempting to do?
It would definitely give them disadvantage, but the ship is far too large to capsize with any sort of wind spell that you would have available at this level.
Okay. I'm debating on if that's worth it.
Okay. And then Tamsin, if you have something you want to do as well.
Right now, Tamsin is looking out. Tamsin, I figure, is staying by the captain. looking out over the rest of the crew, looking out over the ship, over the Chimera, and kind of weighing in her mind where the tipping point is when she wants to suggest boarding.
Okay.
Because she really wants to fight, but she's really, really mostly good in hand-to-hand and really loves hand-to-hand.
Okay. As you're looking at the ship, you see high on the rear deck this squat-looking, gray-skinned individual using a telescope. Telescope? What is it called?
No?
Spyglass.
Spyglass. Using a spyglass, watching you all. That must be Captain Cagliari. He seems to have some plan in mind. But
would we be within?
I'm gonna flip him off.
Oh wait, can we see the captain?
You can absolutely see the captain. He's about 400 feet away from you right now.
Oh shoot. Okay. Would we be in 120 feet of the ship though?
No.
Shoot.
Yeah, we need to board if you want to do some fun stuff.
Yeah, I can't do much.
Captain Dashin is gonna grab Tamsin by like the wrist/hand.
Yep.
And kind of like even though we're in the midst of cannon fire, what have you, it's a strong enough grip, and he kind of like says at the corner of his mouth, like, we board as soon as they're in range, and you lead the charge.
Sounds wonderful to me, Captain.
All right, as you say that, there's this incredible explosion as lances of light shoot out over the water, and skipping low across the waves you see the splashes behind them as the cannonballs slam into your ship one after another through the aft where the captain would be standing, where probably Tamsin is standing, and I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws for me.
Yep.
Oof. I get a reroll, don't I?
You absolutely
Somebody
get a reroll.
in the chat. And I would have to scroll back up and thank you, whoever that was. Thank you.
I think it was
Tim. You have a reroll too.
Yeah. Welp. That's better.
Better.
They do not have flaming cannonballs. They have other tricks up their sleeve, but you sadly, Captain Dashington, your cabin has been ruined by these shots as these cannonballs just bounce through the back of your ship and just completely open up the back of your ship to the sea, high enough that you're not taking on water, but it did some damage back there. Okay, so both Dashington and Tamsin, you're both thrown to the deck. Did either of you get under a 10? Yes. Tamsin, you're thrown off unless you can make another dexterity saving throw. So remember, you have a hero point.
Yes. Okay. So
how do you save yourself?
So I'm flying through the air, tiny little dwarf arms flailing, grab one of my scimitars.
Yeah.
And as I'm flying past the ship getting ready to fly over, plunge it into the ship and catch myself on the wood and haul myself back up.
I love it. For the moment, because you remain in danger, it just changes the narrative. You're currently hanging off the back of the ship by the scimitar, right?
Okay.
And so you haven't splashed in, but you're now like ass to their ship. As you need to be able to climb back up. As we move around, we get another maneuver check here. What do you all want to do? At the moment, your ship is moving this way. Their ship is moving like this, and it looks like it's turning to try and get another shot on you from an angle where you can't get a shot on it, but from further away.
Okay, so if our ship's going this way and they're going like this, around, we're gonna go like that.
Okay. What is your intent? Are you attempting to try and get close enough to board? Are you attempting to get the other set of cannons around on them? What is your intent?
Or do you guys want to go this way to get to boarding?
So lives are at stake here. So Dashin is going to make the call. We're actually going to go and try to board as soon as possible. Okay. Cannons are too unreliable.
So in theory, we would be like this.
Yeah, we've already crossed the T. That gives us the advantage. Their ship's already on fire thanks to our flaming cannonballs.
Yeah, you see some smoldering coming out of the front as if something underneath there's on fire.
we take advantage of the chaos right now, and we end this as quickly as possible. If we can take out Captain Calamari or whatever his fucking name is, that nerd, we end this.
Okay. So.
And he shouts those orders. The orders are currently to board as soon as possible and take out Captain what's his face nerd guy.
All right.
Let's make some calamari out of him.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Okay. So, the first thing we're going to need is a maneuver check, and it's going to be contested against theirs. It's either a persuasion or an intimidation check, plus your crew's quality. Who wants to do that for me? Because you're giving the order to turn and board.
I will continue to make the persuasion check.
Okay.
So I'll make the persuasion check.
Yep.
I'm quite good at this. And then we're crew still at +8 because we are good old pals.
Yeah, you were good old pals.
So let's make that a 25.
A 25. Okay, so they got a 19 plus. Oh man, they got a 24. So you see them starting to turn in as if they're trying to like sweep wide around you, which gives you just the opportunity you need to head on into the side of their ship and kind of board with your prow, getting tangled up in their rigging, which will allow you to stick together if you so want.
Yep.
Is that a yep?
Yep. So our crew drops down the boards. We start getting that boarding on, and without a word, Captain Dashin looks behind him where he knows Tamsin must be hanging on by a thread and gives her the knowing nod.
All right. So, as the two ships begin to crash together, I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Yes!
Exactly.
We're here to ruin your day. Yay. I guess I should.
Oh, Captain, my captain, that's double nat 20s on initiative.
Yeah.
Nice.
23 total.
Okay.
Wow.
That's gonna be.
I'm going to save my reroll for a different roll, but I got a 4.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down. Calvi, you got a 20 what?
23 total.
23. Okay. Rhinora, what did you get?
Me?
Yeah.
I got a 4.
Okay. You got a 4. Dashington, what did you get?
That's a good old 17.
Okay. Tamsin, what did you get?
16.
All right. Fiala, you got a 5, 6, 7. Is that right? Or 8?
7.
Okay.
Hey, you can count fingers. Good job.
I try sometimes. Fiala got a 7. So Becca number 1 got a 8. Captain got a 19 because he's the captain. Becca number 2 got a 15. Okay, so you're gonna go there. 2. All right. So starting at the top of the round with Calvi, you rolling the nat 20s. What do? You are now, there's been this heave as the two ships tangle together, the prow of your ship getting tangled up in the main mast rigging of theirs. They have boarders looking ready to hop over to your ship as well. And as your guys are ready to board too, what do?
I rage. And as I rage, my appearance begins to change. The form kind of elongates and thins, and the hair becomes seaweed, and the shoulders hunch, and she becomes bonier as she's pulling the battle axe off of her back and charging towards the ship, and her appearance is now that of a sea hag as she just leaps across the boards and onto the deck of the other ship to make her first attacks.
I love it. Make your attacks.
I love so much.
These will be reckless against whoever I'm attacking first.
There's just a mass of mooks over there.
They better be fucking reckless.
See, that's a 29 to hit for 10.
Okay.
Second attack, reckless.
Okay.
21.
Yeah, absolutely. You get over there.
9
go ahead.
slashing.
9 slashing. You get over there and just start cleaving through their crew members. You know you've mortally wounded 2 of them, and another couple kind of like back off from the front with the damaged blood now starting to roll across their their deck because words. Anything else?
Okay, and I have one other little thing I get to do that doesn't cost me either a bonus action. It just lets me do it. With my storm aura activated from my rage, 10 feet in front of me, one of the targets must make a dex save, DC
Nope.
15.
Nope.
Fail.
Yep.
They're going to get 2d6 lightning damage.
Okay.
9.
Another one of them. You just see like lightning, like as the lightning comes down, you see it also arc up and kind of meet in the middle at the top of this one poor crew member's head as he just goes and falls down.
That's my turn.
Okay, that was a good turn. But now it's the captain's go. He looks over at Captain Dashington. He pulls up this long rifle. And what's your AC?
15. Not great.
And he will absolutely hit you.
Okay.
And this bullet that he has shot at you has this green flame coming off the end of it as it slams into you. 4, 5, 10, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19 bludgeoning.
Yep.
And 5, 10, 11, 12, 14 necrotic. And
It's 14. Okay.
Yep. And you see him kneel and start to reload it.
Okay.
After that, it is I have cats. Oh no, that's Captain because I can spell. I'm like, who's the cat? There's no cat. But Dashington, it's your go now.
So Dashington takes that hit, and he collapses to one knee a little bit. That's half his health, more than half. He stands up, and he turns his back to the other captain, and he rushes over to where Tamsin is kind of like struggling on that scimitar, and he uses bardic inspiration, and he says, "Tamsin, you're gonna miss out on the fun," as he's like bleeding out like his chest. And he pulls out Cece, his scimitar, which is a magic sword.
Yeah.
And he's holding it by the hilt as if he's not going to draw it, but he has the handle, the actual like holding, like the part you want to hold, holding out to Tamsin. And he's holding it here. So he's going to give bardic inspiration to Tamsin.
Yeah.
And he's holding out the sword so that she can just grab it on her way up.
Okay. He holds out the sword for you. And as he does this, because it's somebody else's go now, who nobody is actually, well, what is everybody's passive perception?
13. Fields was 15, I think.
Yep.
Fields
11.
11.
9.
17. Rhinora, you notice this. This woman in blue, a blue dress with this white pulled back hair stands up out of the shadows next to the captain, and you see and you hear this scream in reality as a portal opens up in front of her with blood dripping from it, and you see her reach her hand through, and it comes out through Captain Dashington's chest where the bullet lodged. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Dashington.
Obviously, he's very wise. Why would he be afraid of this? There's no reason to be afraid of this. He rolls.
And
okay.
Dashington, you'll take 2d8 damage.
Yep.
And which is 8 points of damage as he's yoinked through this portal next to this. So you've all been in this world before, and you know this magic to be called Porte. It is used by sorcerers from the land called Montaigne, and they put their blood on something, and wherever that thing is, they can create a rip in reality and move through to it or interact with it. And that's literally what just happened here, as your captain just got pulled onto the main or the rear deck of that ship next to this sorceress and the captain, and you find yourself standing over there.
Okay. Can I choose to?
Expressions that I've been making is literally her facial expression.
Can I choose to drop? Can I choose to drop Cece?
Yeah, of course you absolutely may choose to drop Cece.
Okay, so I get ripped through space and time, but Cece drops down, glittering and shiny, and oh so pretty, where he once stood.
Yep. And you see, and you hear this as the universe opens up in front of you, and there's just this blackness with a blood red hole around it, Tamsin. And you see Dashington, and as if he was in two places at the same time, suddenly you see him appear next to the captain and this sorcerer, Cece, king, 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 sitting at your feet.
Did I get back up on the ship?
We will say at this point you've been able to get yourself back up on the ship because, frankly, I forgot about it, and this is too cool for you not to be there for that. Thank you for the $10 donation, Michael Wayne, but it's your go.
Okay, well, this ain't gonna stand. So, Tamsin's gonna pick up Cece and charge at the ship.
Okay, you've got essentially two ways you can do this. They're attempting to board from where you impacted, though a few of them look like they're trying to use their mast to hop onto the center of your ship. You could also make an athletics check to attempt to jump across to their ship as well.
I'm gonna make an athletics check.
Do it.
And I have an idea for if I succeed.
Okay. Let's say it was a DC 10. It's fine. This is high heroics. You
okay,
and you get your hand up on the railing.
What I want to do is I have two hand axes, and while I'm running, I'm going to grab one and grab the rope that I have in my belt, tie it around it, throw it on the other side at the ruins of the mast, and do the swinging across thing.
Okay. Do it. You swing across, and where do you want to land?
As near as I can to where they've taken Dashington.
All right.
To where the captain is.
You're going to be a turn away because you only rolled a 13. You're able to jump up, kind of swing over, but a couple of guys.
An action surge.
Use your action surge. I love it.
Or the second wind, whatever.
Yeah.
No, action surge. It is. Yes, okay. I have an action surge. Okay, so how close does the action surge get me?
You know what? For heroic purposes, it'll allow you to quickly slash through these guys and jump up onto the poop deck, and so you're going to be there for your next turn.
Okay.
So you will be there to be able to take actions on your next turn now.
Excellent.
Cool. Okay. Next up we have Tam. Oh, that was you. Sorry. Next up we have. Next bad guy. Look at that. Okay, so Calvi, this group of mooks is going to make an attack at you. Three of them actually. What's your AC? And I have advantage, right?
Yes, you have advantage, and it's 17.
Okay, so the first one misses. You're able to start parrying these things away. The second one's going to hit for 3d8 slashing, and so it'll be halved because you're raging.
Correct.
Okay. You're just being assailed by these this group of none of whom are obviously your equal. There's just a lot of them, and that's going to be 9, 14 plus 4 is going to be 18, halved to 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're going to take 9 points of damage as these scimitars are just like all in front of you. A few of them get some nicks on you, but you're a tough changeling, and so that's not a whole lot for you. And then it's going to be the other bad guys go because they both rolled better than Fiala. And did I miss someone? Tamsin, Dashington, Covy's at the top. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, you're just a 7 and 4. Okay, the other group is going to attempt.
Bottom. High five, Mets.
Rhinora.
Yay for bottoms.
A group of them have made it across from their side of the ship by jumping across and using the rigging, and are getting up in your face. It's like 6 or 7 of these sailors with their cutlasses out, and they're starting to like try and come at you. So what is your AC?
My AC?
Rhinora.
Okay.
My AC is a 17.
Okay, one of them will hit you out of these. As they come at you for 3d8 damage because they're still super big. That's going to be 14. It's going to be 19 points of damage, slashing damage, as they're just like laying into you with these cutlasses. But then, Fiala, it's your go. So at the moment, there's a group of bad guys attempting to board where you directly contacted. There is now another group of bad guys on your ship, kind of starting to surround Rhinora. The captain's back up on the poop deck, Tamsin's back up on the enemy poop deck, and Covey is just cleaving through the sailors who were attempting to board from the front of the ship. What are you doing?
Okay, I will fly up and position myself so that I am within 90 feet of the largest concentration of bad guys.
That is definitely at that point of contact. There's about 30 crew members there trying to, like, push through Covey and a number of your crew members.
Okay. Without getting any of our people in the way, I'm going to cast Black Tentacles, which gives a 20-foot square on the deck of the ship.
Gross.
Some nasty little tentacles to keep them there.
Okay.
And if it's in the way, then it will also prevent more from coming over.
What is the spell DC?
It is 15.
All right, so one of the groups immediately sees the tentacles coming up, a group of 5 of them, and like runs out of the way back to where the captain is. The other 2 groups that are up there absolutely get caught up in it. How much damage is it?
3d6.
Okay.
That is 3d. So that is 13 altogether.
Okay, so as this horrible black mass of tentacles begins to rise out of the deck of their ship, you see some of them get like pulled bodily into them. The tentacles throw a couple of them off into the sea with this wah! And then the whoosh, and then they're in the sea. And it's you've created a mess out of their attempt to board over there. There's still about 5 of them who have been able to like kind of get up and like crowd in on Covey and your crew members up front, but you have significantly reduced their mookage with that. Nicely done. And with that, we go to Rhinora, who is currently facing down 5 of these mooks on your deck of your ship. What happens?
How far is it from our deck to the other ship's deck?
It's about 10 feet.
Oh, cool. How far is it from me to where the screaming woman took our captain?
Well, right now you've got 5 bad guys in your face who are stopping you from getting over there. But if
I'm asking because I can Misty Step 30 feet.
Okay,
as a
it
bonus
is
action.
from where you are. It's about 60 feet to get to the back of the ship, but you can absolutely make your way across to the other deck.
Because that was my plan, was to Misty Step as close as I could get to where they were at for my bonus action to then cast a spell at the woman who stole our captain.
Perfect. You can absolutely and show up on the other deck.
Bye.
Now you guys because you've been so nice and chat about my sound effects, now I just want to make more sound effects. It's fine. But you show up on the other deck about 30 feet away from them. There on the command deck of that ship. Up there at the moment, you see Tamsin charging in, and then the captain, this sorceress, and then Dashington looking wounded and a little bit shocked, having been pulled through reality. You've got your spell. What is it?
Oh, snap. Trying to find something that's within 30 feet. Oh, no. This is a 10-foot cube within range. Okay. Well, I'm going to cast... Oh, this is actually going to ruin their day. Can I cast Mirror Image on our wonderful captain?
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah.
I'm going to cast Mirror Image on our captain.
Fuck yeah.
Suddenly...
So now there's multiples.
Yeah, suddenly there's even more Dashingtons up there. There's three of him now, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. There are 3 illusion versions of him and 1 actual him, is that right?
Yes. 3 duplicates. So there's 4.
Yeah, there's 4 total. Okay. Suddenly there are 4 Captain Dashingtons where before there was only 1, giving him some cover in this incredibly deadly encounter. All right. And with that, We're back up to the top of the round with Kay. Covey.
Just keeps attacking, and these will be reckless.
All right. Much reduced at this point, with you and your team behind you.
So that's 28 to hit. 13, and I forgot to add my rage damage the last time, so I'll add it. So 30,
sure.
Plus 3, 16 on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me? I just rolled double nat ones.
That's all right.
Okay.
So, go ahead. That was your second attack at double nat ones?
Yeah.
Okay. You cut down 2 of them quickly, and there's only a few of them left, and it looks like they're really starting to waver. When as you come at them again, you swipe down, the guy jumps back, and it's an axe, right?
Yeah, battle axe, yeah.
Gets stuck in the deck. It's too hard. God. A little bit too strong for your own good on that last swing.
Yeah, and then that's when the eyes flash and the lightning strikes.
Okay. Yes.
For 10 lightning on whoever's closest.
And another one of these guys goes down. There's only one left, and he starts running back to his captain. You can take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, nice. 24.
All right. Yeah, I mean, 100%. These are mooks. Yep.
Yeah. 12 points.
All right. 12 points of damage is the last one. He's running away from you. Do you have another weapon of any kind?
Yes, I do. I have a light crossbow and I have 4 javelins.
Okay. It'll be one of those that takes him out. Up to you.
I can't. Can I? On my. I was going to start running, but I.
Your axe is currently stuck. You're going to use your because of the critical fail. You're going to use your action next turn to wrench it out.
That's fine. We'll do that.
But when your javelins, on the other hand, as he's running, you can be like.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. And so that is what happens. Okay, and with the crew who was attempting to board your ship at the front down, 5 of them still on board your ship. It's the captain's go.
All right, so I've been pulled
Not
through
you,
space
Captain.
and... How dare. All right. Know that I will allow you to do this as a form of respect to you as a wonderful GM with all your sound effects.
Also because initiative rolls. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know how that goes. All right. Okay. So, the captain turns to you and pulls out a rapier and a main gouge. And he goes, I do not care about your illusions. I shall strike you down. And he will attempt to hit you a couple of times. So there is what's the rule for the mirror images?
Duplicates move with him, with his actions, shifting positions, so it's impossible to track which one's real.
Yes.
Each time a creature targets with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead targets one of the duplicates.
Okay.
If there are 3, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate.
Okay.
With 2, must roll an 8 or higher, 1, 11. Duplicate's AC equals 10 plus Dex modifier.
Okay, so he is going to hit all 3 times.
Okay.
So roll me a d20.
I can do that.
Yep.
1d20.
You got it.
Clearly, greatest roll.
So the first one disappears as he cuts through it because you rolled a 6 or higher. But now there's only 2 left, and so he needs an 8. So roll me another d20. You need an 8 or higher.
Ooh.
Oof.
And he runs up to you. As he cuts down the first one, he goes, I'm just clearing the path. And whoosh, he stabs you with a rapier.
Yep.
And as he does, these tendrils of electricity begin to spread out from it and hit you. The rapier itself is going to do 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 1 on my damage. And then it's going to do 8 points of electricity damage.
Okay.
And then he's got 1 more attack. So you're going to need to roll 1 more d20, 8 or above, and it misses.
Oh, very, very higher than 8.
There you go. And then, I think 2 people had donated at the same time. Lols. Okay. And then with his main gauche, he goes, "Don't worry, I'll make this easy for you." And he goes and cuts the throat of another one, as if he planned it, which clearly he didn't. But
Yeah.
He's a villain. That's what they do. But that was his go. But now, Mr. Dashington, it's your turn.
So I'd like you to paint me a picture of the scene with your words.
Okay.
How close is this guy to the edge of the deck?
Standing there on the command deck of this ship with blood-red water roiling across the waves, stabs of lightning in the background. You hear the rumble of thunder. This captain is standing near the wheel, so not super close to the edge of the thing, with his plucky sorceress next to him. His main gauche literally through you at the moment.
That's fine. That's a minor setback.
Okay. Or I'm sorry, with his rapier literally through you at the moment.
That's fine. It was itchy there.
Okay. I respect that. Yeah. Yep.
Who's closest to the railing of the deck?
At the moment, it would be Tamsin, because she is running up the stairs, which are on either side of the deck, to come join you. Of them, probably the sorceress, but she's about 10 feet from the deck herself.
She's 10 feet from the deck.
She's about 10 feet from the rail.
Okay. Okay. So with a rapier in gut, as is my typical MO.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna start off with a vicious mockery. Let's do that as a bonus action, or no, as a standard action. We're not gonna do that. But I'm gonna pull out my dagger, not magical or anything like that, and kind of wiggle out of this rapier. I'm like, okay, Captain Calamari, you got some chops. I'll give you that. But then you were lacking, and I'll take the dagger and I'll flip it up, and kind of with a backhanded grip, I'll grab it with my left hand. I'm right-handed. He knows that. Yeah. Grab it, and I'll strike at the sorceress, who's right beside him, I think.
Okay.
So let's just do a quick dagger strike here.
I love it.
It's not great. It's really, really bad, actually.
She ducks out of the way.
That's fine, because I have a second
friend.
attack.
You
I have
do
a second
your
attack there.
attack.
Let's do the second attack there. So this is kind of what I was expecting.
Yes.
Okay, so I have studied the College of Blades. So with that dagger strike, not only does it do damage, but it's going to use some bardic inspiration here. So the first was just a little flourish there, and she gets an extra D10 from my flourish.
Okay.
Which is fine. So it knocks her back 5 feet plus another 3 feet. So 8 feet in total.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, she gets knocked back. She's about 2 feet away from the railing.
Okay. That's the rest of my turn. Okay. I only have bonus actions and movement. So I'll move up to as close as I can to her.
Mm-hmm.
And with my bonus action, I'm just gonna use a healing word. I'm gonna use my healing word and go, that's what we call fashion. And I'm gonna heal myself a little bit because I need a little bit of that. I need a little bit of love.
Okay.
So it's a little extra 5.
A little extra 5, just a little bit of as the wounds start to close up. And it's her go, and she looks at you and then goes, "You'll find no help here." And Tamsin, as you're running up, a rip opens up in reality in front of you, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
No. Boy.
You are able to, you hear this as reality rends in front of you. Obviously, she was trying to send you somewhere as you ran up to meet her, but you were able to, what do you want to say? You
I do a barrel roll.
You do a barrel roll, and just before it opens up, you've seen this before, you see the seam ripping open in reality, and you roll under it before it opens up. As you look at it from the other
Advantages of being tiny.
Absolutely. As you look at it from the other side, it's actually more horrible. It's like this horrible portal into this death flesh world over there that's just kind of pulsing and gross. But it quickly shuts back, and she goes, "Merd!" It's now your go, and you're up in her grill.
Good.
All right. Well, So I'm still holding Cece. So I yell, Captain, and throw it and pull out my own.
You catch it. Easy peasy.
So I've got my 2.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just charge in and again try it. I'm going to slide in with the momentum of that barrel roll, slice her at the knees, and then assuming I hit her on the way down, slice her again.
I love it. Do it. Let's do it. 24 is going to hit every day of the week. 26 is going to hit every day of the week. Let's see the damage. Actually, you're technically flanking. You crit on that first attack.
Nice.
Which will be... so you click the little scimitar +1 underneath in your roll to output the damage.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So in the chat scroll, right?
Yes.
You'll see scimitar +1 there.
Yeah.
Click on that bad boy. There you go.
There we go.
Right.
Ha ha.
So
okay.
that clearly wasn't
I'm
your crit.
smart.
Yeah, no worries. Click on your crit one as well.
Oh, ha.
Yep.
Which one's the crit?
It's the one with the green 30 on it.
Oh, ha.
Yep. All
There we
right. So, taking her at the legs for 15, 25 points of damage, you see goes down on one knee and looks at you and go, "You will pay for that, dwarf." But you can do anything.
And I'm
about
gonna,
it right now.
as I take my second attack, and she's on the knees, I'm going to try slicing at her chest neck area.
Okay.
I like that. Most
I'm
people
just
need
gonna
their
say,
chest neck
"Shut up,
area.
you hag."
Nice. 19 hits. You still got, or 22. So you've only got the 2 attacks, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So both of them are going to hit.
I accidentally clicked twice for the regular scimitar.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
So
Go
yeah,
ahead and click on
19
that
and
damage
14.
again. Yep. It's gonna. They both hit. How do you take her out?
So nice. So yeah, as she hits the floor and I tell her to shut up, I'm going to make that literal by just and scissoring off her head.
For a moment, as you cut through, it looks like nothing happened, and she gets this confused look on her face as her head rolls off and onto the deck, and her body collapses in a spray of gore at your feet because you cut off a head and blood comes out. You know, that's how that goes. But nicely done. All right. So that was Tamsin. So it's going to be bad guys. There's one group of bad guys who can't do crap right now. The other group of bad guys have been beat up. So it's Fiala. Let's go.
Yay! I am... Is it possible to do a cantrip at higher levels?
All cantrips naturally scale.
Okay, so no.
So what is the cantrip?
I was going to do chill touch from a distance to the captain of the other ship.
You can. It'll just do whatever the damage is for you being a level 10 caster.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's only 2d8.
Okay.
We'll do it.
Okay.
Because I don't like that he is taking our captain. So, roll to hit. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Nice hits.
Okay. And that is 7 damage altogether.
As this crust of ice forms on his shoulder as you hit him, ruining his very nice jacket.
And he can't regain hit points if that's a thing he can do. And he is disadvantaged.
Sure. Oh yeah, the disadvantage will matter actually.
Against me. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. And then Rhinora.
Ooh. All right. Oh man, captain's within my sights now. How far away am I from the captain?
You are 30 feet from the captain.
Oh, cool. So that's within my movement. Cool. So
I should have done that.
I want to run up to the captain of their ship and be within, and stop when there's 10. So we're like only to move 20 feet. So there's still 10 feet between us.
Yep.
But I'm going to cast the cantrip Poison Spray at him. So they have to do a Constitution save and take 1d12 damage.
Did not make their save.
All right, so they take 1d12 damage. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my reroll and reroll the damage.
Love it. Do it.
That's better.
There you go. And now, like, his poor uniform is just getting to tatters at this point as well. It was so nice. It was such a nice uniform. He goes, this is not very nice. Okay.
You're not very nice.
I know, it's my job. And then, Calvi, it's your go.
All right, first Covey's going to try and pull her axe free because she's not leaving that behind.
Yep.
So that's strength athletics check for 22 to pull up.
Punk! You're freely able to pull it out. It's just there was a cinematic crit fail essentially, right? So you're able to pull it out and get moving. Yep.
And she is running towards the captain. I've got 40 feet of movement, so...
You will make it down the length of the deck, but will not be able to interact this turn.
Okay.
Unless you have a bonus action. If you have a bonus action, you can do something with that.
Do I have anybody within 10 feet of me?
Yeah, there's a couple of crew members kind of cowering and currently not in the fight at all.
How far away is the other captain from me?
He is 30 feet right now. He's up on the deck with what is now Rhaenora, Tamsin, and Dashington.
Oh, great. So I'm going to just use my action to dash, get right up there with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, you used your action to pull the axe out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
That's what the crit fail does for us. And then you can use the rest of your action in your bonus action. If you have something you can do with your bonus action, you've still got that.
Yeah. No, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do the... Yeah, because I've got my Storm Aura activated, so I'm just going to hit the guy with the 2d6 lightning that's close to me.
Poor guy. He's like, no, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, it's 9 points of lightning damage.
And he falls off he falls off into the sea. Okay.
And the real mag is coming for the other captain.
The captain drops both his weapons and go, you wouldn't kill an unarmed man, would you?
I will unarm you.
I see what you did there. But that's gonna be the captain's go. So Dash, he apparently has given up.
Oh boy, he gave up.
Yes.
So with CC in his hand,
Parlay.
He kind of looks at it, and it'd be so sweet. It would be so sweet. And Dashing to hold it to his throat. It's just one movement. And he says, Parlay.
Parlay!
Tell me everything you know about the Cradle of the Gods. And he casts Suggestion.
My uncle hired me to come and abduct that man. And you see standing over there on your command deck, Harlan. He waves. He heard about the artifact and he wanted it for his own collection.
Let's talk. Crew, take the Chimera. It seems like it would be a wonderful prize to sell. Tamsin, could you bring Captain Calamari to my quarters? I'm gonna need a new shirt. And he holds it and just draws out a line of blood. Captain Calamari to my quarters. I'm gonna need a new shirt. It seems I bled on mine.
Do you want him,
Tamsin, I'm not a man for details.
Does he have a beard or? An ear or
he's got little like not rhino, hippo ears. Because he's a little hippo guy. He's like a little 4'8" hippo guy.
Okay, yeah, Tamsin's gonna need to take a trophy.
Yeah. So Captain Dashington walks away, so proud, so wonderfully handsome, and collapses on Calvi and whispers, "Oh my God, I got stabbed. It hurts so much."
I know, darling. I know.
Oh my God! How do you guys do this every day?
Rhinora just kind of listens and waits until she's called to heal.
Oh my God.
I'm going to start with the restorative ointment and then kind of subtly motion Reinhardt over to finish the healing. But we'll go with the, I think it's 2d8 plus, I can't remember how much it is.
Ketome's restorative ointment?
Yeah.
It's 2d8 plus 8, I think.
2d8 plus 2.
2d8 plus 2. I was going to give you 8. Whatever, it's fine.
I'll
It's a
take the 8.
one-shot.
Hey,
Whatever.
I'll take the 8.
Yeah, I mean, he can heal himself. He has that, but like it hurts a lot.
All right, so yeah, so that's 16.
Yeah.
And then
some of your wounds start to heal up.
Putting the battle axe back, she scoops up the captain in her arms and starts walking back towards. Wait, the captain's quarters have been blown up. The first mate's quarters.
I love it.
Yeah.
So at this point, to get to a conclusion, in the last 30 minutes, we are going to smash cut. The Captain Cagliari now in your hold, tied up and probably abused on a daily basis by all of you. Repairs going well on the ship.
Yeah, he's now missing his prettiest ear.
There was some crying and some passing out when that happened, definitely. 8 days later of sailing north, repairing the ship, you find yourself on a clear blue ocean. There in the distance, rising up, is a long, thin island and with an apparently extinct volcano jutting up from its center. Rocky cliffs and breakers threaten all the visible approaches, but Harlan's map points to a secret cove that, should you be able to find it with enough looking, you could probably park the ship there.
Fiala will be scouting for that secret cove.
Make a perception check. Are you gonna fly and do it?
Oh, yeah.
With advantage.
Okay. 14 plus... What's my perception? That's a 21.
All right. Yeah, you absolutely see it. It's interesting because it's actually a cave that you have to slip the ship into. And you find yourself, Dashington and crew, slipping the ship slowly into this pirate cove that's a literal cove. It's actually a cavernous sort of deep water port that could fit 1 or 2 ships, and you see a shaft of light up ahead of you that is the exit to the world, and putting your gear together, you begin to make your way up and onto the island itself. Moving through the thick jungle here with a high canopy, you've gone from the cooling breeze to this sort of stifling heat as you make your way through the jungle, and there, far at the edge of the island itself, you see the volcano you know you need to climb over the lip of to get to your final quarry. On your way there, you have a good map that allows you to easily navigate your way up and through, but it is hot and super gross, so I need each of you to make me 1 Constitution saving throw. Lauren and Rhinora pass.
24 for Kavi.
Kavi passes. Dashington passes.
Dashington passes by rum alone.
23 for Fiala.
Everybody makes it. You're able to, despite the heat, you're able to push yourself through and not get any exhaustion. No prickly butt, no nothing. As you make your way up to the lip of this extinct volcano, now high above the jungle after a good few hours of walking. There, you look down and you see this second group of jungle growth on the floor of the now dead volcano building up to the sides of this strange-looking building that has these odd-looking carvings on the front of it. As you make your way down, you're confronted with 2 doors. A large round metal door stands open, and there's a second large round metal door next to it.
Sorry, what are the 2 doors?
They're both these large round, almost like iris-like openings, one of which seems closed and the other looks open.
Can I investigate them?
You may.
Okay.
Anyone who would like to can make investigation checks.
Oh, goodness. That's 13.
That one looks closed and this one looks open.
Hey, that one's closed, guys.
15?
Okay. Yeah. That one looks like it's really, really, really closed. Like it would be super hard to open.
No, it's okay. I call to my crew. Bring out what's his face? Halfrey coughing.
Godfrey.
Wig.
Our man Godfrey.
Yeah, that guy. Bring him out.
Yes, hello. Yes, hello. Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Guy.
Yes.
What's up with this?
Oh, I believe we take, and he looks down at the journal, I believe we take this one, the open one.
Wait. Why? Why the open one?
That's what the journal says.
Give me that.
Yeah.
What does it say?
It talks about this room, that there was apparently a door that they could not open, try as they might with bars and wedges and all sorts of like machinery, they couldn't get it open. And then there was this door. This door seemed to open relatively easily, but there was a trap on the other side of it that had to do with these like fiery red beams crossing the room. At the moment, you don't see any fiery red beams.
I take the book and I gently pass it over to Fiala and Rhaenora, and I say, "Any thoughts?"
I would think we'd have to do some kind of magic to open the other door.
It's an iris. It's an eye. Cradle of the gods. I got nothing.
Is there a keyhole?
I mean, you can stick your thing into any hole as long as you try hard enough.
Little lubrication.
Maybe shake it a little bit.
That's what the rum's for.
Look, we can go through the open door, but we know the crew that went here last, only one person came out. And I love you guys, but if it comes to that choice, I'm walking out of here myself. You know what? You feel me? And I don't want that.
What are we gonna do, team?
Captain Calamari still alive?
Yeah, that's up to you.
Can we push Captain Calamari through the opening since we know that there's a trap there?
Yes.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
So we've got to hit.
We'll fly back and grab him real quick.
Yeah.
All right, you grab me here as well. Fine. This doesn't seem very sporting at all. As you throw him in, these red. As you throw him in, the room actually lights up, and you see that there's just a ton of mirrors everywhere in there. And then on the walls themselves are the numerous red gems, all of which shoot onto the mirrors and start bouncing around, making this web of red lines that as you push him in, he gets cut into pieces by all the red lines. And
Glad we kept him alive.
Yeah, he is now a Julianne Calamari.
Well, I was gonna say like the one scene in the very first Resident Evil movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could not do that.
Can we open up the other door, please?
Yeah, let's try.
Yeah, let's not do what Captain Cutlery did.
I would say,
no
try
high
as you
fives.
might, do what you must. No spell, machine, or feat of strength will open that door.
Can
I
you make
ask
the red lights not happen?
What I'm saying is because we have like 20 minutes left before we have to get off the show, there's one obvious path.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
I tried to do it the subtle way. Didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we break the mirrors? Let's throw some rocks.
I have Sinalux Snowball Swarm.
Yeah.
Can we say that I can cast that at all the mirrors simultaneously?
Yeah.
Just for time's sake.
Yeah. With this flurry of snowballs flies out from Fiala, cracking the mirrors, and you think dispersing the energy enough to safely pass through.
Okay.
I would like to rage and I'll walk through.
Okay. Seems fine.
All
Yeah,
right.
as you go through now, it seems that the energy has been so dispersed that you're good.
I feel like we probably could have tried that before we sent Captain Cutlery through here, but hindsight.
He tried to kill us. I'm not going to be crying any big fat tears at night because he's, over there in that pile. Let's avoid that pile over there.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm just saying that, if there's another, death trap up ahead, it'd be nice to have another, what's his face, Caglione to walk through.
Should we, pick pieces?
No. Let's
throw.
I like these gloves.
Okay.
All right. So we're all moving through that now, essentially disarmed room. And as you come, there's a hallway on the other end, of course, and it kind of winds around to the left. And as it does so, about 60 feet down the hallway there, you see a large arched opening.
Huh. Since can I go ahead and inspect the opening, the arch?
Yeah, you may. Be investigation. Or some sort of stone cutting. 17. You don't see any.
I have stone stuff.
Yeah, if there were stone traps here, you would get advantage on investigation or perception checks to find them.
Yeah, I have stone cutting.
Hey, dwarf.
Hey, dwarf.
I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, you're good. You're good. So between the two of you, okay, so you get advantage on that, so you can roll it again. But the 17 is enough to know that this is not a trapped hallway.
What else do I notice? Any writing? Any?
There's more of those strange squiggly lines moving along the walls here.
Fiala, what does the book say about the squiggly lines?
As you look at the book, it tells you that they are ancient Cyrnith writing that is yet to be translated.
Aha.
Yeah.
It's writing we can't read yet.
All right, I'm gonna keep walking.
Yeah, it sounds like poetry. When was the last time poetry hurt anyone, right?
What language was it in?
Cyrnith, which is essentially, if you have Celestial, we'll call it Celestial.
Ah.
Okay.
I took Sylvan instead.
Whoop, whoop.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay.
Just poetry.
Yeah. All right. So as you move through this wide arched opening, there in front of you, you see a tall silver obelisk. This room is semi-spherical, about 30 feet in diameter and 15 feet high. And the only thing in it, in the center, is a single silver obelisk.
I would like to investigate the obelisk.
Is there going to move up to it?
I want to investigate the room first.
Yeah, I'm going to toss one of my I'm going to take out one of my hand axes, and I'm going to toss it in that direction and see if anything happens.
Okay, interesting. So as you do, I imagine Rhinora's going to be investigating at the same time Fiala's investigating at the same time. Tamsin just goes, ding, ding. So three things happen at once. Fiala, you notice there's something weird about the floor in here. Rhinora, as you investigate the rest of the room, you also notice there's something weird about the floor in here. But the minute that axe hits the obelisk, the door behind you slams shut. And this droning begins. And the obelisk begins to spin. Quietly at first, but louder and louder, it begins to spin and generate this strange, unearthly light. After about a minute, it becomes too noisy to hear anything but the drone, and then the light coalesces into a number of shafts, lancing out of the obelisk and projecting images on the walls. It's a map of the known world.
Oh.
From an island far away, you see a bird form. It is now the only projection on the wall, and it begins to fly, first around the dome, and then it swoops down onto the floor. And where it flies on the floor begins to crumble from beneath you.
I'm flying.
You fly. The rest of you, who are not flying, suddenly lose any sort of floor beneath your feet and begin to slide down this shaft. It's like a giant like water slide, except it's more mucky and like mossy, and it goes down and down and down, and you feel it getting warmer and warmer as you land on a precipice where in front of you is a lake of lava. And standing over to the side, Fiala, do you fly down after them?
Sure.
Okay. And sitting over to the side on a makeshift table is a 40-year-old man reading some books. It looks like he's kind of made a home for himself here. And he looks up and he goes, "Visitors. I did not expect there to be visitors. Who are you and why are you here?"
Question. Who are you and why are you here?
My name is Captain Jacques Alistar Deven.
Guessed it.
Thank you for the 25, Drew Dwarves. You'll follow up the PDFs and all that stuff.
Captain, it is an absolute pleasure to meet you. I am Captain Chadsworth Dashington.
I'm sure
you
are.
My good man, do you know you've been missing for 40, he looks back to his crew, 40 years?
I am aware of every day of it, every hour, every minute of my absence from the world.
Wow, sucks to be you.
Yeah, so my first question is, what do you do every day, man? This sucks.
What do you eat?
I do not need to eat.
What happened?
It's a better question. Yeah, what happened?
He pulls out from his chest this silver-looking disc. On it are these kind of gold ball bearings, it looks like, and they're connected by these pieces of emerald, and in the center of that there is an Ouroboros, a snake biting itself is in a circle. And he goes, "This is the hand of creation. It had been hidden here for thousands of years. It gives one the power of a god." And he raises his hand for a moment, and you feel the volcano starting to come to life.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Can you wait until we leave?
I'm not going to use it. I made myself an oath. The power of this thing is too destructive, but I cannot bring myself to destroy it. And so here I have waited, immortal, for 40 years for someone to come along and find my trail. To you, I pass this burden.
Captain. That's a fucking huge burden, my dude.
All you have to do is simply toss it into the lava and do what I cannot. Or keep it for yourself. Either way, it frees me of the responsibility.
No. Back up. Why you? Why can't you throw it in?
I am bound to it. I have lived with it for too long. I waited too long to think about what I should do, and so here I sit, a captive of my own power, too afraid to walk into the world for what I might do, and too afraid to destroy it for what it might do to me.
Can I take, cast Bigsby's hand and just punch him into the lava?
You could absolutely do that.
I mean,
Do it.
Is that what you want to do?
I mean, Coffee was going to pick him up and throw him into the lava, but I like this better.
Okay, so
and I was just going to take it and throw it in. Just take the disc.
So we're all in the same. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will do Bixby's hand and just like literally punch him into the lava.
He falls into the lava. About 30 seconds later, he pulls himself back out. I respect what you're trying to do, but sadly, it doesn't work that way.
Okay, plan B.
Yeah. I'm. Thank you for having a good attitude about this. I mean, you can see what the position we're in. We're like, that seemed like a good idea.
Well, I feel like I'm a bit short on time, so I feel like I should have a pretty good attitude about it.
Yeah.
So does the thing have to be destroyed without you in contact with it?
Someone must willingly take it from me, and thus possess it, and then must make the choice themselves.
Right, Nora. I mean, come on.
Oh, but what if we have to throw you into the lava? I don't want to.
I accept the challenge of being yeeted into lava.
Okay, fair point.
Okay, cool. I mean, great, but Raynora, I mean, we need you, and I appreciate you willing to jump into lava. Super cool. It's gonna be on your annual review. Like, great stuff. But could you not? Maybe.
Oh, we totally no. I was going to say we should have let Captain Chupacabra, whatever.
No, you would have taken it.
Oh yeah, but then he would have
taken over the world. Yeah, badness.
Yeah. Captain Cashew Harry or whatever his name was.
And we don't want to trust Godfrey.
Anyway, we totally didn't kill a guy to get in here. Just so you know.
I understand it is a harsh world. Whatever you had to do to get here is what you had to do to get here.
So
yeah, we totally had to do it.
Yeah. So the whole living God thing, though, is kind of negating that dying part. So it doesn't really make you a living God, just
immortal.
Yeah.
Fair, but I'm not here to debate semantics.
Yes, Captain.
My good friend, why shouldn't I just leave you here?
You should feel free to.
I mean,
you have found this place, and I made an oath to myself that should anyone find me, I would freely offer it to destroy or take as they will, to relieve me of my burden if possible.
But why? Where's the money in this?
There's no money.
Oh, money! Let's give it to the other guy.
I have an idea.
I'm right here.
I have an idea, Captain. You can cast command, right?
I mean,
yes.
100%. I mean, yeah, definitely.
All right. So, Coffee can take the item, choose to fail the save for command. The captain can command her to toss it into the lava.
Huh.
Or you could just use a hero point to resist it and throw it in the lava.
Let's do the thing that works.
Listen, okay. I'll just choose to toss in the lava.
Yeah. My dude, I appreciate what you're doing here, but I'm sorry you didn't have a crew as amazing as us. Calvi, Raynora, do your stuff.
Oh, before we do this, I'm just going to say, Wig, you still need to pay us, regardless.
Yes, this is absolutely fascinating. I'm going to write it all down in a book, and I'm sure we'll make a lot of money. You'll absolutely get paid.
All right, Kavi, throw away.
I toss it over to Raynora, and I stand there with the axe ready to go.
I'm ready to do what I need to do to toss it in the lava.
So at first, you feel this incredible sense of power come over you, and the volcano itself begins to rumble as the power of this place begins to fill your body. You feel immortal, godlike, all knowledgeable, and stronger than you've ever been. But if you spend a hero point, you can shake that off for a turn and chuck it in the lava.
So
stares at it, thinks, goes, nah, fuck that, and tosses it in the lava.
And with a rumble, it falls into the lava and slowly begins to get consumed. And here we zoom out.
Right, let's go home. This place sucks.
And on those last words, we zoom out on the crew of the Salty Sprite. Having adventured far across the seas, braved a sea battle, fights in the street, and dangerous traps, to have destroyed a possibly world-ending artifact. This ends our story for today. We've got about 5 minutes before we have to be off, so just really quickly, first of all, we raised $329.37, which is amazing. That is a ton of stuff. If you have not yet gotten your free PDFs for your donating $5 or $10, please message the Welcome to the Party DM us on Welcome to the Party here on Twitch, and we'll get it to you. Let's go around and get final thoughts and shout outs from the team. You've each got about 45 seconds to do it before we have to hop off and the next crew hops on. So we will go in reverse order, which I think is Dashington first.
Oh my god, okay, so I've been Chadsworth Dashington, the captain of the Sea Spray, and all these fine folks you've seen here, super talented. My actual name is Steve. You can find me on Twitter at DEEM Steve, DM Steve phonetically. I'm one of the newest permanent cast member of